hello and welcome to the 107th episode of GameSpeak Podcast. New episodes go for free every Wednesday in audio format on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, and all of your favorite podcast directories, and in video format on YouTube so you can see us in stunning HD. This show is two childhood BFFs bringing you all things video games. You can find us online at createforsanity.com, where you can listen to episodes, subscribe for behind-the-scenes news, read rad articles, and buy sick t-shirts from our shop. Also, be sure to join the community in the Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/GameSpeakPodcast to hang and talk games with other nerds like us. I'm one of your hosts, Jamel Al-Jafra, alongside Brent. He drinks so much Bang Bass.
That's me.
Yeah, man.
Hey, guys.
I do too, though. It's not a knock. It's just,
It's
facts.
a fact, yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I don't know. There might be something wrong with that.
These are facts.
These are facts, I can't dispute facts.
You could with other facts.
Yes, but there's no fact in my repertoire that could dispute that fact. The proof is literally right in front of me.
We could break it down to a nuclear level, an atomic level. We could say, look, technically, Brent doesn't exist. So Brent can't drink too many bangs.
Well, I think if you really wanted to argue this, you'd have to get into like the semantics of like what is too many bangs, I
thought you were going to say, like, what is life? But,
like,
but that's an even more...
You'd have to, like, find all of the bang drinkers in the world, and then find, like, the average amount of bangs per day consumed by your average bang drinker, and then find out, how much is too much.
How many bangs do you think you average a day?
A day? 2.
Okay.
One or 2.
We're in the same boat.
Yeah. I do drink 2 probably a day. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you drink water?
But I used to drink 2 of the like normal rock stars a day. You know what I mean? So that's a lot better for me. I feel like probably. I
feel like these are better for you in the way that there's no sugar in them, so you're not spiking your blood sugar constantly.
Not only that, but I feel like some of the stuff in it that gives me energy, like I don't crash from it. You know what I mean? Like it's like a more sustainable energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like a.
It's weird. I don't know why, and I also get more energy from it, like a functional energy. Like I feel like I'm thinking faster and stuff. I don't know. It's weird.
Brain power. That's what the COQ10 is for, dude.
Sorry, we sound like we're just an advertisement for Bang right now.
I don't give a fuck. I love Bang.
Yeah, they're good.
You can kill me. I don't care. No, I'm just kidding. But I mean, like. I don't know. I just drink a lot of it. I just felt like talking about our addiction. You know what I'm saying?
We have a mutual addiction.
One day, hopefully, GameSpeak Podcast can be
Bang Speak Podcast, dude.
Switch it up.
We should just have a whole new podcast on top of our GameSpeak podcast. Bang Speak, where we just talk about Bang.
Talk about the new flavors.
How many episodes of Bang Speak Podcast do you think? Probably just one. I don't really know. And
probably
every time they put out a new flavor, we could do an episode.
Yeah, we do
we review it. That would make a better YouTube series, I feel like.
That would be cool. We should do that. Whatchamacallit? They put out like a rosé.
But see, if we like trashed, if like Bang put out a flavor and we like pan them, do you think they would get mad at us? Like they might
no,
be like,
they'd be like, we respect that.
Don't be talking shit.
Well, we respect that.
Because there's a few Bang flavors I don't like.
Yeah.
Real tea.
See,
real spiel.
I didn't like champagne that much for a while.
I've heard champagne is some people's favorite. I would love to try
it. It became one of my favorites.
Really?
It's like drinking...
I don't know where to find it. I've been looking for it. I can't find it anywhere. That's the one I've been wanting to try.
Check GNC. GNC's going to have it.
Where's GNC? Oh, there's one in Huntsville, huh?
There's one in Huntsville. Just check GNC. They got them. They got all the bangs.
Dang, okay.
But the thing is like it's like drinking carbonated cough syrup. Like grape cough syrup is what
the champagne one.
That's what it tastes like to me, which I love. Whenever I was a kid, I loved the grape flavor.
That's why I don't like the purple haze one because it tastes like grape cough syrup to me.
I guess it's not grape. Maybe I'm thinking more like the cherry one, more like the red one. It tastes like some kind of cough syrup, in my opinion. I don't remember the exact flavor.
I like cherry stuff, so.
You gotta try it. It doesn't say it's cherry.
That's not what I would expect it to taste like. Honestly, champagne, I would kind of expect it to taste like I don't know, champagne. Like a dry, almost flavorless, like sparkly.
If that's what champagne tastes
Winey
like,
taste,
I'm
you know?
missing out, dude. Because I like it. I think it tastes great. I've never had champagne before, so
Really?
yeah, I'm not
We
not
should
into
pop
that.
some champ, bro.
But I've never done anything
Why are you
worthy
not
of
into
champagne.
it? That's the
dude.
thing. Like, have you ever had? Like, if you've never had champagne, how do you know you're not into it? You know,
I don't know.
it's like the soda of alcohol.
So why is that the celebratory one?
I don't know. It should be one of those. I feel like people should drink champ for more occasions because it's dope. You
It
know
just
what I mean?
tastes that good.
I mean, it's not that great tasting, but I just like it. It's like the bubbliness and like I don't know. There's a lot going for it. You know what I mean?
Okay, I feel that. All right, so now that we've addressed all of these important issues, we're gonna jump into not the news because I wanna talk about You Saw Us, I Saw Us.
Yeah, we talked. Yeah.
No, you talked about it.
Oh, so you just saw
I
it?
just saw it.
So what do you think?
I think it was good.
Yeah, it was like okay to me. I mean, it was pretty good. It wasn't like the best movie I've ever seen.
I think the problem is I don't scare myself. So like when I went home, I was more scared of seeing the lady from the movie, not my own doppelganger. I was like, if I ran into my own self, I'd beat the shit out of myself. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, but the thing is, okay, yeah, I guess you're right. I would beat the shit out of myself too.
I'd beat the fuck out of myself.
I would
dude.
definitely beat I've thought about that. Have you ever thought about like a time traveling version of yourself, like and having to fight like either a younger you or an older you? You know
dude,
what I mean?
younger me is a pussy, dude.
Oh, okay. Younger me would be like faster and stronger because of like sports and swimming and stuff.
Yeah.
But also, I think older me's got like a little bit of weight on younger me. I know a lot more about fighting. Like I've been in a few fights since I was younger. You know what I mean?
You're undisputed, dude.
No, I don't know. I don't know about all that, but I think I have like some tactics that younger me wouldn't expect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like just a knife in the eye.
No, just like honestly,
okay.
I would just pick younger me up and like throw me.
But see,
you know what I mean? And he wouldn't be ready for that because he would be like, okay, this is me. I'm going to stand and throw with myself. I'm going to punch myself. We're going to punch each other. That's what younger me would expect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true. You think it would go to fisticuffs.
Yeah.
Little
he
does
wouldn't
he
expect
know
me
that Brazilian jiu-jitsu
to just like fucking throw him, dude. You know?
Fucking toss yourself.
That would be my strategy. And if that didn't work, I would just run. You know what I mean? I don't know.
From your younger self.
Dude, I was a beast when I was young. I'd be scared of me at that, you know?
See,
like, I don't know.
Just like my thing, you know, about the movie though. Back to the movie. when the daughter is like killing these doppelgangers with a fucking like putt like or like a little, you know, what do they call it? A putter?
Oh yeah.
That shit would have broke like the first whack, dude.
No doubt.
Like that movie there were certain parts I was like, okay, I'm supposed to just like suspend all of my belief for this part right here. Like
and some of the parts it was like, I don't know.
Like the dad was just a giant vagina the whole time.
Okay, what about the part where the kid like walks backward into the fire and makes his doppelganger walk into the fire? It's like, okay, wait. So if that kid hasn't completely broken free from his like tether, like why can't other people use that to their advantage here? Like why is, you know what I mean? Like I don't understand why like it's just that one kid who can do that. Or, I don't know, like...
And there was no consequence to it. I thought he was going to catch on fire, too.
Yeah.
Because she was like, no. I was like, what was the point of her saying no?
Yeah.
There was no point to that.
Dude, I don't know. There was definitely some... It was kind of like Bird Box to me. Like, if you didn't look too deep into it, it was an enjoyable movie. But, like, the more I, like, analyze it, the more I'm like, well... You know, this and this doesn't really make sense because of this. And it's like, you know, I don't know. If I don't think about it too hard, I really had fun watching it, you know? So I don't hate it as a movie.
And spoilers for like a minute. Spoilers. So how did the girl even get into the House of Mirrors in the first place? You know, like, it doesn't even explain that
She's
part.
waltzed up in there, dog.
Yeah, but they made it like they couldn't function on their own. You know, and why did she have the exact same kids Like, did somebody make like doppelgangers of her kids? Like, I'm confused, you know?
Wait, what?
Because they're all clones or whatever. Or like that was the whole point, is that
Everybody had a doppelganger.
Yeah, everybody, but then they said it was a failed experiment and they were abandoned down there. That girl was already abandoned. So who made her kids?
I think like the fact that they like had sex, their doppelgangers had sex and like in the same exact way and like had the same exact baby at the same exact time, because they're like on the exact same.
That's not how that works.
I don't know, man. I mean, that's how I expected it to work. You know, I mean, everything that they're doing, riding on the roller coaster together, you know.
Oh, no. I
sitting
get
in
that.
the room dancing. I'm sure that there's some room where there's some like lady laying on a bed going,
Yeah, but so the real girl that got left down there,
yeah.
how did she get them to rise up if they all have to do what their other, the doppelganger is doing?
That's another big plot hole, I feel like. Like, what is she, like, walking around like, hey, snap out of it, folks? Like,
yeah.
And what happens to their tethered at that point?
And why couldn't they just walk out?
Yeah.
Like, if they walked out at the end, why do they got to kill everyone? Just walk out.
Why do they have to make a big statement about it? Why don't they just leave? Like,
I'm so like.
No, you've got a very, very valid point there. It's like they didn't have to just go like murder everybody. Yeah,
like no.
There was no point
at all.
And then if you think about the second twist there at the end, big spoiler. Where you find out that the lady is actually the little kid from the beginning the whole time. You know what I mean? And then you start analyzing that.
That's what I was talking about.
Overlapping the whole plot of the movie. It's like, whoa, hold up. It's like, why is she so pissed off at all these people? Like, wouldn't she want to go be like, hey, mom, it's me,
Yeah, why wouldn't she just come out of the fucking hole if she knew the way out the whole time?
Why would she want to come out and like kill everybody important in her life? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
And like the only cool thing that I saw in this movie, now that I think about it, that had any continuity, and it's not the only cool thing. I mean, the only thing that had continuity and made some kind of sense was like how she like choked her and like knocked her out, and then her voice was all fucked up later. And I blame that on like her being choked, or at least that's the way I took it, because like
I actually saw an interview with the actress who played her, and she said she got her idea from this like it's like a thing people get when they don't talk for years or something. They'll like have this weird croaky voice or something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
That's where they got.
Yeah.
They could have easily just made that part of like she got choked and it like crushed her voice box or something.
I mean, I guess
it would make so much more fucking sense.
I'm just saying what she said in the interview, you know.
And if that's not the case, why did she choke her to knock her out? Who the fuck reaches out and grabs somebody by the throat like this to knock them out, and then drag and had like doing this already, and then you somehow have the knowledge to drag that person down? And like at that point, I think you're just like too dumb to know what you're doing if you're just gonna reach out and choke somebody. Maybe
the director did that to like explain the croaky voice, and I think that was just like an improv thing on her part.
Okay, I thought you were saying like that was because she didn't talk to people.
No,
so long.
Like I mean that could have been like that's like the last scene in the movie. So if you think about it, it could have just been like an afterthought. He could be like, oh man, that could be like a cool twist, like plot point. I don't know, man. I just feel like he needs to keep making these movies because artistically it's there, like cinematography's there, like it's all filmed really well. Everything is like, as far as like just it looks good, but it's like I don't know. There's like
it's literally Body Snatchers. Like this movie is just a remake of like the Body Snatchers.
Really, I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, but either way,
I watched a movie that we've both seen and that I want to talk about. I watched it last night. I watched Bandersnatch last night.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I actually really liked it. I went into it with like super low expectations because everybody was kind of like, it's whatever, But I really fucking liked it, dude. I played it through every ending to every ending. I watched the whole thing like twice and like did it like to every ending. Dude, I don't know. Did you get all the endings? Like,
yeah. I feel like the fact that there is no one specific ending though really kind of ruined it.
Well, I really, by endings, I just mean like anytime you die or anytime you like would reset, you know what I mean? Did you get the whole you fight your therapist and she like turns into a ninja and shit?
It's like it made no fucking sense.
Dude,
She
that
like
was excellent,
punches
dude.
through the window.
That
and
was like
shit.
the greatest thing ever. Did you go back and play that scene through the other way, where you jump out the window instead?
Yes, I've seen every ending, dude.
I fucking love that, dude. I really enjoyed it. Like, I think my favorite part of the whole movie is when you're like on acid with that guy and he like jumps out the fucking window. Like, I was not ready for that because he's like one of us is gonna jump. I'm like, bitch, you're jumping. I was like, I'm not fucking.
All right.
He's like, okay, and he's. I was like, oh shit.
Like,
and then his girlfriend shows up at the work later and she's like,
where is it?
Where is he? I was like,
he jumped.
I didn't say anything. I was like, I don't know. I haven't seen him. She like totally saw me like with the guy.
Who are you talking about, bro? No, but yeah, and then I saw the new Twilight Zone episode. Did you watch it?
Did you die with your mom? I'm sorry, in Bandersnatch.
Oh, yes.
You did? Okay.
Yes.
That was pretty trippy. I'm sorry. The Twilight Zone. I haven't seen the new Twilight Zone. Was it good?
No.
No, it wasn't?
I didn't like it. I didn't think it was that good.
That's a shame.
It was like it was so try hard, like
was it really?
super political, fucking political, dude.
Why has everything got to be like that, man?
It's like but the whole thing is
I mean,
about this guy not putting his politics in his comedy. So it's hard to explain. It's one of those monkey paw stories where it's like he wishes something. And
don't ruin it. I'll probably watch it.
Yeah, I mean, just watch it.
You know, I don't know. I'm okay with a little politics in some Twilight Zone because, like, you look back at the OG Twilight Zone, it was riddled with shit like that. You know what I mean? But
it was more about humanity rather than politics.
Totally.
It was like, oh, we're all humans stuck on this ball. Let's all work together. This one is more just like, yo, fuck this, or like, you know, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm interested. I don't know. I'm not. My hopes aren't very high, to tell you the truth.
No, watch it though. It was free on YouTube right now, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
sick.
Yeah, we watched it for free last night. Anyways, let's jump into this.
Yeah.
So we're gonna jump into the video game news. Give you guys what you want. Yeah, we get this stuff from all over the internet, so don't call us up being like, yo, you took that article from that website, dog. And I'm going to be like, yeah, motherfucker, we told you.
Yeah, in the disclaimer.
Anyways, disclaimed. So the live-action movie adaptation of the classic manga and anime, Akira, has been in development for over a decade, but it seems that it's getting closer to actually happening. Thor Ragnarok's Taika Waititi is currently attached, and it has been reported that the movie has been selected to receive tax credits from the California Film Commission. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Akira is one of 18 projects that will benefit from California Film Commission's Film and TV Tax Credit Program. The movie will be filmed entirely in California, and as a result will receive $18.5 million in tax credits. DHR states that it will shoot for an estimated 71 days. Akira does not yet have a production start date, and casting has not yet begun, but Warner is clearly continuing to move forward with it.
Dude, after the Death Note live-action movie, I just don't give a shit, dude. I don't give a shit.
Hold up, though, because this is Thor Ragnarok director,
I know.
and it's being produced by Leonardo DiCaprio through his Appian Way production company. It was first reported that Waititi was involved with Akira in September 2017, and in April last year, he spoke about his intentions for it. He said, quote, "I haven't really started to get my head around it yet," he admitted. "What I want to do is an adaptation of the books, because a lot of people are like, don't touch that film. And I'm like, I'm not remaking the film. I want to go back to the book. A lot of people freaking out haven't even read the books, and there are 6 gigantic books to go through. It's so rich, but Akira is one of my favorite films. My mom took me to see it when I was 13, and it changed my life." So it could be good.
I don't have high hopes. I just don't. I can't trust anyone or anything ever again
with anime
to live action adaptations. Now, if it comes out and it turns out to be great, that's awesome. I'll go watch it. But I'm not going to get my hopes up. And I'm not going to fucking sit here and pretend like I'm expecting this to be a great movie.
Of course.
You
it
know
won't
what I
come
mean?
out for like another 30 years anyway, so. What you got?
All right, let's break right into this. Let's see. Wolf. Okay, this is interesting. Wolfenstein Young Blood is coming out pretty soon.
Okay.
And they're going to do a buddy pass thing, like a way out, where you can, like, one person buys the game, and you can let one other person basically, like, play the game with you whenever you're playing it for free.
Yeah, they mentioned this. This is like the, it's like on the 3DS whenever, you could have a cartridge and the other person didn't have to have the game to play with you.
Yeah. But more like a way out because it's probably going to be online exclusively, I think. I don't think it's going to be like a co-op thing. It's
of course.
Like they're going to have to like download the whole game onto their console and stuff.
Unless it's on Switch.
Unless it's on Switch, which might be a good idea. Either way, I'm definitely going to get it, and you're definitely welcome to. I'll probably get it on Switch or Xbox. I guess I could get it on Xbox.
Yeah, let's do Xbox One. Become the Blazkowicz women.
Yeah,
and then
dude.
Just destroy, dude.
It looks fun, man. I mean, Wolfenstein's one of those games that would have already been really cool just to add co-op into. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I'm like glad they didn't, but at the same time, they should have.
I hate to say it, but I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't be mad about a co-op Doom either. That would be a lot of fun.
I'm surprised they didn't. That was fucking stupid.
What else we got?
So, following the launch of Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered last month, it appears publisher Ubisoft has delisted the original game from PC retailers such as Steam and Uplay. The game's Steam page is still visible, but states, quote, at the request of the publisher, Assassin's Creed 3 is no longer available for sale on Steam, end quote. Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered, is of course available for purchase for $40, $40 US. But unlike the original version, this does not include the game's multiplayer portion. GameSpot has reached out to Ubisoft to confirm why the original version was removed. GameSpot,
because the remaster is here.
Yeah, it should be noted the delisting does not prevent existing owners of Assassin's Creed 3 from downloading or playing the game. It merely prevents anyone else from purchasing it.
Well, that's like that new Borderlands remaster they're putting out. We haven't announced that yet on the show, but they're doing it.
You mean the Handsome Collection Ultra HD?
No, they're doing Borderlands Game of the Year Edition Ultra HD, which is like the very first game remastered.
Oh, okay.
So they're going to do that pretty soon, but they're taking the original Borderlands off of Steam when they do that. And they're replacing it with that as the definitive. Yeah, for sure.
It only makes sense.
It does make sense, But, just it's kind of like the same thing as the Assassin's Creed thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't want people getting confused and then getting mad and all that stuff.
And buying the shittier version,
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, what you got?
Let's see. More Borderlands stuff. First of all, Borderlands 3 is pretty much confirmed. They got this new trailer that came out. It's pretty
definitely confirmed.
I mean,
pretty much confirmed.
Yeah, there's no denying that.
Yeah, it literally said Borderlands 3.
I mean, they might do like a Kingdom Hearts thing and push it back like a million years or
That's
something.
true.
You know what I mean? That's why I say that. You never know what's going to happen with these things. You know what I mean? But It is, we know that it's there, and it looks tight. It looks like Borderlands.
We'll actually know by tomorrow, the release date.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're announcing the release date tomorrow.
Sick. I hope it's not very long.
40 years. No.
Yeah.
But it also leaked from them on Twitter on accident, I guess, and they're not commenting on it, but they're saying September 13th is probably the release date.
That sounds about right. They also announced that Borderlands 2 is getting for VR, is getting all the DLC patched in this summer.
Cool.
Because it was just the base game originally. Excuse me. They had a bunch of other stuff too. I'll get to that later. But what else you got?
Okay. So it looks like there might be some news about No More Heroes at E3 this year. Developer Goichi Suda, known as Suda51, said in a new interview that some news about the Travis Touchdown series could be on tap for the big-time gaming show in June. The ending to the recent No More Heroes spin-off Travis Strikes Again very strongly suggested that a new No More Heroes game was in development. Asked by Siliconera about the ending, Suda replied with a laugh, quote, I wonder what that was myself. It might be Travis messing around. laughs. I hope around E3 time I'll have something cool to announce, end quote. So, yeah, if you're into the No More Heroes games, that's good for us, though. Switch exclusive, that would be cool. Hopefully it's an actual, No More Heroes game, though, not this shitty spinoff.
Yeah, I'm cool with either way, I think that one game was pretty well received, right?
No, the spinoff was trash.
Really? Nobody liked it?
No.
Oh, well, just kidding. Another game that apparently nobody liked, Drive Club, is shutting down all of its servers on March 31st.
Wow.
Which is pretty sad because it's, there's only like 2 good racing games on VR right now. Well, there's like 3 if you count Gran Turismo, but it doesn't have a lot of content. And Drive Club is one of those games, and like half of the gameplay is basically like online stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a little bit of a bummer, but you still got your single player content and stuff. And it's not just the VR version; it's all the Drive Club games.
Yeah.
They're just shutting down the servers.
Yeah, and they
putting the nail in the coffin.
They said you can buy it up until when, or like.
I think you can still buy the game. There's physical copies of the game all over the place. You know what I mean? Like, you might not put out any new ones, but it's in bargain bins worldwide. So.
Well, it says Sony will stop selling all the Drive Club games and related DLC and season passes for each title on August 31st, 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they are going to stop selling.
Definitely don't buy a season pass right now.
Yeah, why would you do that?
They should just go ahead and stop selling that.
But they're also stopping the servers for the VR title Starblood Arena as well.
No!
It will have its online servers terminated on July 25th, 2019.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so it'll be completely unplayable after that date because there's no offline mode.
Oh, that's devastating. There is an offline mode, actually, but that sucks, man. That sucks bad. The offline mode sucks. I mean, it's there,
But it sucks. I feel that.
That blows, man. That was a good game that just went by the wayside. I think if it had come out now, well, there's a lot more VR headsets in circulation now, like Firewall is a multiplayer game in VR, and I it scares me when there's multiplayer games in VR because like most of the time you get a little buzz right at the beginning, and then it dies out, and you can never find a game ever again.
Damn.
But Firewall is the exception. It is constantly thumping. Like there is like a huge community playing Firewall all the time.
Which is quality.
It is. It's a really good game. But I don't know. That's sad to me because that was, in my opinion, one of the better multiplayer VR games. It was like Overwatch. Man, R.I.P., dude. I had some good times. I met some really good people in that game. That's sad, dude. You just hit me right in the feels, bro.
Dude, that's rough.
They had that. Oh man, we used to have. It was like Friday Night Fights or some shit like that, or Wednesday Night Wars. They had all those, dude. It was sick. We had a little group and everything. That's so depressing, bro.
It is what it is,
Way
man.
to ruin my night, dude.
This goes into that conversation we had with David Stanley about games disappearing forever. Because they're all digital download and online play.
Well, I mean, it's
games
more about
service.
the fact that it's an online game, like the fact,
But also, you'll never have that physical copy. You'll never just.
I mean, you do. There are physical copies
of that game.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I could be wrong, but I think there's some physical copies. I don't think it's the most common game.
Yeah.
Floating around out there, but I think there are a few.
Still sad though. It'll be lost forever.
It's really sad,
unless it goes
bro.
to like other
It's really sad. They
Oculus
tried to. They made that game free at one point, I think. So I mean, there's really no fucking excuse. It's a shame. I mean, I should have played it more. I didn't help. Anyways, so moving on. Bethesda has announced that Rage 2 comes with a special cheat code when you pre-order the game. You can watch the effects of the code called He's on Fire in a trailer on GameSpot's website. First things first, this doesn't seem to be an April Fool's Day joke. For the He's on Fire trailer's YouTube video, Bethesda comments, and yes, it's real. According to Polygon, a Bethesda representative assured us that this is 100% real, not a prank. They go on and on talking about that. But basically, it's like the NBA Jam guy that's like, whenever you shoot a goal from 3 points,
He's on fire.
He's on fire
Yeah.
from downtown, you know?
Yeah, just
So,
random shit.
He's going to like comment on stuff that you do. And like, if you watch the thing, it's actually pretty good. Like it like all kinds of random shit that he does. Like it like comments on it. I don't know. I think it'd be kind of fun or really annoying. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
but...
apparently he'll commentate the entire game.
Really? That's fucking sick, dude. That's fucking sick.
It's gonna be cool. So more bad news from Negative Town. Bethesda's highly.
You better have some good news after this, bro. That's sad.
Bethesda's highly anticipated upcoming RPG, The Elder Scrolls 6, is still a long time off. So long off that the company doesn't plan to talk about it during its E3 briefing in June. That said, we're still learning more about the title, and this latest bit of news may make you smile. Oh, this is the positive stuff. My bad.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
So the positive from Positive Town says, in a video celebrating the 25th anniversary of the Elder Scrolls series, it is seemingly confirmed that Shirley Curry, the grandmother who streams Elder Scrolls games on Twitch, will appear in the Elder Scrolls 6 in some capacity.
Ah, that's dope.
This follows a Change.org petition that called for Bethesda to put Curry in the game as an NPC, weapon, or location. Quote,
weapon? Are they going to put her in as a weapon?
Like a title or something,
okay.
or like a name of a gun. Quote, this means a lot to me because I would be extremely happy to know that somebody else was playing with my character in a future Elder Scrolls game.
You're really good at that, dude.
Curry says in the video. Also in the video, Bethesda confirms it's using photogrammetry, technology whereby real pictures are scanned to make more realistic-looking assets for its future games. This will allow future Bethesda titles to look more graphically impressive, Bethesda said. Specifically, the developer said the advancements it's making will allow the studio to, quote, push our future tech for games to levels we have not done before, end quote. Photogrammetry is also used by DICE in franchises like Battlefield and Battlefront. So, can you imagine Fallout looking like Battlefield?
Oh, God, dude.
It's going to be fucking beautiful.
Those games are all pretty. DICE makes pretty-ass games, dude. Like, the Star Wars games, Battlefront, dude, fucking beautiful.
Very
dude.
beautiful,
fucking
dude.
A,
they,
dude.
went into, for Battlefront, they went to, Lucas Ranch or whatever, and took pictures of all of the models and stuff, and that's how they came up with the way it looks in the
it's
game.
also detailed in the game. They did it's fucking awesome
because it's legit. It's like actual pictures.
That's one of the best parts about that game is how good it looks. Like
it's like whenever the PS2 had the eye, you could take a picture of yourself and just horribly smush it up on a character's face.
Dude,
you know what I'm talking about? You remember
know
that?
what you're talking about.
It was so bad. Anyways.
Okay, so check this out. In what seems to be a mistake of setting a web page live a little too early, new details on Valve's own gaming VR headset called the Index have emerged. This includes minimum and recommended PC hardware requirements, what comes in the packaging, and apparently a definitive release date. The initial Valve Index announcement was made last week with an official Steam page that indicates a May 2019 release window. However, the seemingly leaked store page, which is no longer live, listed a release date of June 15th. Note that this could either be a placeholder date or a mistake, or this could be the actual launch for the VR headset. This is an update a little later. The website updated the article with this. GameSpot's sister site CNET reports that pre-orders will begin on May 1st and that Valve Index will launch with the company's new Steam VR Knuckles controllers. Additionally, the minimum and recommended PC specs were shown and appear to be in line with the other PC-based VR headsets. You'll need at least dual-core CPU with hyper-threading, 8 GB of RAM, and a GTX 970 or RX 480 video card. So about the same specs as an Oculus. You will also need DisplayPort 1.2 and USB ports, of course. Though the recommended specs say that a USB 3.0 port is required for the headset pass-through camera. So, this is interesting because, like, we already know that Vive and Valve kind of had a partnership before this. You know what I mean? HTC Vive. You know what I mean? So, it's interesting that Valve is choosing to build their own headset. And I don't know if they're breaking away from HTC or what. You know what I mean?
I mean, were they ever official? Was that a thing?
I mean, more or less. I feel like everything was exclusive with them. You know what I mean? Like all the Steam stuff. Like I feel like they were kind of, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I thought it was official. I guess not though.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Because there would be more news around people being like, "What's going on?"
It's really interesting though. I can't wait to see how it performs and stuff, and what it's going to cost. You know what I mean?
It probably won't be much different from every other headset, I feel like, at this point. Maybe the controllers will feel cooler or something.
Dude, it's the Knuckles controller shipping with it, of course. They're going to feel way cooler, man. It's like the fucking pressure-sensitive, like, finger-reading shit, where you can, like, grip stuff and then, like, it can tell how much pressure you're applying and stuff.
Nice. I like that. There's going to be a lot of people masturbating.
Right. There's not a lot of games that, like, implement that right now, though. That's the only problem.
Anyways,
your turn.
So Bethesda, this is the sad news. Bethesda has announced
stop.
just when you thought it was over. Bethesda has announced that it will not be sharing additional details for Starfield and The Elder Scrolls 6 during E3 2019.
Right. I feel like I called that last week.
Did you?
I think so.
What
I think we were talking about this, and I was like, we were talking about E3, and I was like, I don't think Bethesda's going to show anything from Elder Scrolls or Starfield, because at the last E3, they were basically like, look, it's going to be multiple years away.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
I think, you did call that. I was saying I think they're going to show Blade, that, like, Elder Scrolls Blade game.
Blades.
It's just Wesley Snipes.
I was about to say, every time you say that, I imagine Wesley Snipes just, like, chopping people up.
That'd be dope. Okay, so Elder Scrolls Blades, and then obviously Rage. Probably no, Rage 2 will be out by then.
Yeah, that's coming out like pretty soon, I think.
Maybe Wolfenstein. When's the release date for Wolfenstein?
Fuck.
No, wait, that's coming soon.
That's coming out pretty soon too.
They're not gonna have shit.
They're gonna have something.
They're gonna be like, Fallout 76 is over.
If they announce like Prey 2 or some shit, I'm just gonna fucking quit.
Just quit.
I just quit.
So many people just commit suicide.
No, what's there's a whole lot of like dead franchises that Bethesda has that they could bring back and like change up if they wanted to, like Rage. You know what I mean? Like people forget about like Brink and like Wet and like Rogue Squadron and shit like that. You know what I mean?
None of that sounds good.
Well,
Rogue Squadron.
Yeah, I think they did Rogue Squadron.
Are you talking about the Star Wars game?
No, dude. I think it was just called. It was like it had nothing to do with Star Wars.
It was just called Rogue Squadron?
Hang on, maybe I'm wrong. Hold up.
Yeah, because there's Star Wars Starfighter, and then like Star Wars.
Oh yeah,
Rogue
Star
Squadron.
Wars Rogue Squadron. Hold up, maybe I'm thinking. What is it called? Rogue. It was Rogue something. Fuck.
Rogue Fitness. No, I don't know. Maybe
Hang on. I'll look it up.
I wish they had Turok. Like why that? I think that could save them from like this Fallout 76 fiasco.
Rogue Warrior. Sorry, I don't know why I said Rogue Squadron.
Which one was Rogue Warrior again?
The cover, you know it if you saw it. It's like a guy with like a knife, and he's like...
It's like all red and black.
Here, hang on.
I'm like, what?
This game.
No, okay, I don't know what that
You don't
is.
know
I
what that
remember
is?
that came out, but I'd never played it.
I didn't play it either, actually, but, the plot seemed good enough to where you could make it dope nowadays, It's like an IP they could go back to, I guess is my point, They have all kinds of, like, properties that are just long forgotten about. Like, Rage basically was one of these games that nobody really remembered until just now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
True. Anyways, so... Brent, what else you got on there?
Let's see. Releasing mini versions of classic consoles is an ongoing trend that took off with the Nintendo's SNES and NES classics and continued with Sony's PlayStation Classic.
Mm-hmm.
Now Sega is throwing its hat into the ring. The company announced March 30th that its own nostalgia console, the Genesis Mini, or Mega Drive Mini for those in Europe, will launch worldwide in September 19th. The Genesis Mini will cost $80 and come with 40 games. Only 10 games have been confirmed so far. Sonic the Hedgehog, Echo the Dolphin, Castlevania Bloodlines, Space Harrier 2, Shining Force, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, Toe Jam and Earl, Comic Zone, Altered Beast, and Gunstar Heroes. According to Sega, the rest of the games will be announced intermittently leading up to the console's release date. Based on the Model 1 Genesis, the mini console is about 55% smaller than the original and comes with 2 classic 3-button controllers, a USB to micro B power cable, and an HDMI cable. If you live in America, a power adapter will also come with it.
I mean, that's not a bad roster to start with.
No, not at all. Like, you got Sonic and Castlevania and Toe Jam and Earl. There's some good ones on there, man. And that's just 10 of the 40. So I expect that at least some of the other ones will be good. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I don't even know what was on. I never owned a Sega.
Me either.
Well, I mean, like
I had a Sega Game Gear, which was very similar as far as like the type of games that were on it. You know what I mean?
Same kind. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I own one now, but I don't have any games for it, and I've never played it.
You've never played it?
I've never played on a Sega. Like, what is it? A Genesis?
It is the Genesis.
Yeah, I've never played one. I mean, like, I think I played like a basketball game on one of them, and that was it. And,
dang, dude, we need to get you some Sega Genesis games, dog.
Yeah, I just have it sitting there.
Does it work and stuff? You got a controller?
Yeah.
So if I got some Sega Genesis games and brought them over here, we could play them?
Yeah, I believe so.
Cool.
I have like all the cables. I've never just like plugged them up.
Do you have any games, or you just?
No, I don't have any.
Oh, I'm gonna get a game.
I just have the console.
I'm gonna get a game so we can test it out. You know, bro. I don't know if it's how much do Wii's go for nowadays?
Probably like $3.
I saw like a really dope one at a Goodwill the other day for like $50, but it was kind of expensive. I was like, $50 a little expensive.
$50 is way too expensive.
You
go to Game Exchange, you could get one for like literally like $10.
That's what I'm saying. They're so cheap. I could get one. So I was like, I'm not gonna buy that. But it was like black and gold, and it was like fucking sick looking, dude. It was like in perfect condition.
You know, one funny thing I never mentioned before, when I worked at Game Exchange, I might have mentioned it on the show before, but these guys from like the government came in and bought like all of our Kinects, like our Xbox 360 Kinects.
Really?
Yeah, because they use them for something. They bought like just a shit ton of them, and like
they've got like real high tech like infrared stuff in there. Maybe it's some kind of like security thing. I don't know.
It might be like the guy, like they literally, it was a contract. Like they bought all of them. Like they came in and just fucking trash bags, like chunked them all in there.
Damn.
I was like, what the fuck?
I bet that wasn't cheap. How much did they spend on them?
It couldn't have been that much because at the 360,
How many were there?
they were 360
Oh,
Kinects.
they were 360 Kinects.
Yeah, this was after the
Well, the 360 Kinect tech and the Xbox One Kinect tech wasn't that much
It was like the same shit.
But I think it was a little cheaper. They're probably just getting the 360
and they're all
ones 'cause
used,
they're cheap. Yeah.
you know, and so I think they were like maybe $15-$20 a piece, but they bought like 800 of them. So like they just came through. They went to every GameStop like in our region and just like took them all.
Dude, that's crazy.
I was like, what is the government doing with
I
these?
know. There's just one guy in a room like playing fucking Kinect on all these. He's like just dancing, just like.
Nah, dude. See what I think it is? I think they're trying to hide the secret, which is Milo. Remember Milo? I think Milo is trying to escape.
Milo?
You don't remember that? Like before, before the Kinect came out, and they were showing it off like on TV. I think it was at E3, and they show like that boy Milo, and like you go up and you're like, "Hey Milo, what's going on?" And he's just like, "Oh, nothing." And he's just like hanging out, and like you're just hanging out with him, and like you guys can like high five and stuff, and like.
I don't remember that.
Oh my god, dude! That was like it was one of the biggest letdowns on planet Earth, like that ever happened. Like they made it like with the Kinect, you'd be able to just like communicate with this AI that lived inside your TV, and like he was just gonna chill there. And then that Kinect came out, and it was just absolute garbage.
Yeah, Kinect was stupid.
And they just acted like Milo never happened. Like there's a whole video of it on YouTube. You can watch it, like the conference where he's like, "Hey Milo," and like it's like Milo can show full emotion and like do all this stuff. And like
there was only one good Kinect game.
Yeah, and
The
it was like
gun stringer,
Milo's like,
dude.
hey, could you draw me something? And he's like, you can draw on an actual piece of paper. And so Milo's like got his hands up, and he's like, you put the piece of paper down like over the camera, and like it showed him like grab it in real time, and he like turns it around, and it's your drawing, and he's like, oh, that's cool, you know. And I was like, holy shit, dude.
Dude, what? That would have been tight if they actually did that.
Yeah. But that's what the government's doing right now. They're trying to keep Milo from escaping. I feel like
Milo's gotten too powerful, dude.
he's like, show me your drawings.
I need 30,000 connects to achieve world domination.
Milo's angry.
Milo has eyes everywhere.
All the connects are just swirling around on tentacles, just like
one dude just like floating in the middle. It's like the projection of Milo. He's slowly becoming a human.
He's just like a holographic head, just like floating in a room with like fucking metallic snakes for hair with connects on the end of the snakes. Like...
He's been controlling all the governments of the world.
He just looks like Andros from Star Fox. Like...
Hell yeah, dude.
Okay, so check this out. Check this out.
Checking it.
Call of Duty Black Ops 4
Checked it.
is introducing a new map for
Cool.
its Battle Royale mode, Blackout. The map will be available first on PS4 from April 2nd. The new map will be slightly smaller than the standard Blackout map that shipped with the game, but it's based on an iconic location known for its tourism and Nick Cage movie alike, Alcatraz. You can check out the new trailer above if you're on the website, but you're not. You're listening to a podcast, so just ignore I said that.
Yeah.
Alcatraz, the island prison off the coast of San Francisco. The real one closed in 1963, and since then it's been a popular tourist destination and frequently used in pop culture. Black Ops 4's version will bring close quarters combat to the island as players fight for survival among buildings and watchtowers inside and through the cells in tight corridors.
Hot.
Which is pretty cool. I mean, I feel like they're just gonna like take the zombies map that's there already and like make it a little bigger. You know what I mean? And like that's gonna be it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm expecting, and I think it's gonna be tight.
Hopefully, dude. So it's been a long time coming. Oh, I lied. I was on the wrong thing.
I was like, yes, it has, Joel.
It's been a long time. That's it for the news for me. You keep going.
All right, so
you finish this
buckle
up.
your fucking seatbelts, bro, because I got a lot of news I'm about to spit at you, dude. So Sony has revised the refund and cancellation policies for pre-orders and purchases through the PlayStation Store. Under the new policies, you can refund pre-orders and purchases under certain criteria. According to the store cancellation policy, you can cancel a digital purchase within 14 days of purchasing it and receive a refund, as long as you haven't begun to download it or stream it already. If you have started to use it, the content must be faulty to obtain a refund. It goes on, but that's basically the gist. Let's see. Crash Team Racing Reboot is going to have some levels from Crash Team Racing 2 as well as Crash Team Racing 1. So, you know, if you're a big old Crash Team Racing fan, check that out. Star Citizen's been trudging along since its debut on Kickstarter in 2012. Initially seeking $500,000, it went on to get $2.1 million, blah, blah, blah. You know the story of Star Citizen. But what you don't know is that there is a new update coming, and it's coming soon, and it's going to have a whole new planet, and apparently the planet's going to be like really big and full of shit. So, you know, check that out. Let's see. Here's this article right here. Again, I'm not going to read you the whole article because, you know, it's a lot, you know.
It's a little, it's a lot.
It's a lot. But basically, the gist of the article is like the guy writing the article had a little hands-on time with all the different forms of Mortal Kombat 11 that just came out. and he confirmed that the Switch version is still really good, despite some slight graphical downgrades.
Cool. Is Shaggy in it?
Yes.
Is he?
No. That would be dope.
I thought he was. I thought they said he was going to be a secret character.
No. No, I think they said expressly that he is not going to be a secret character.
Oh, okay.
I've seen people modding him into like Jump Force, and I even saw somebody mod him into Resident Evil 2, which I thought was really funny. Because like,
I've
there's
seen
a
that
part
one.
where like, oh, you saw it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fucking funny. Where they like knock him through the wall, and he's just got this like smirk on his face.
I think Shaggy should be a secret character in every game.
Dude,
every rated M game.
I agree. Every rated, specifically the rated M ones.
Anything less than that, I don't care.
Okay, I agree, 100% wholeheartedly. Bethesda and Elder Scrolls. We talked about the Blades, right? Let's see.
Yeah.
Talked about Blades. Last year, Nintendo launched its subscription-based online service for Nintendo Switch, following in the footsteps of Sony and Microsoft. While the price is more modest than that of PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live Gold, that price just got even better if you're a Twitch Prime member, one of the perks of Amazon Prime. Twitch Prime members can now claim a free 3 months of Nintendo Switch Online. You just need to sign in, claim your 3 months, and if you come back after 60 days, you can get another 9 months added to your account. That's a year of Switch Online for free. If you
already have it.
It says if you already have Switch Online, you can still take advantage of this deal. Just sign in and be sure to renew the deal after 60 days so you can get all 12 months added to your account. Whether you're signing up for Switch Online for the first time or adding free time to your account, you have until September 24th to grab your first 3 months and January 22nd, 2020 to claim the additional 9.
Nice, yeah, because I have Amazon Prime, and I have my Switch Online. I would like very much a free year.
Yeah, I really need a free year. I actually just ran out of my initial 3 months, but it's only $8 to get another 3 months, so I think I'm just going to get another 3 months. Take it 3 months at a time.
Pay $20 and get a year.
I could.
Anyways.
Yeah, let's see. This is, okay, so along with all that Borderlands stuff we talked about earlier, they are improving the Handsome Jack collection.
See, I knew it.
Yeah. They're definitely doing that. For
okay,
sure.
Ultra HD thing.
Ultra HD, getting a 4K makeover. I think they are doing some little quality of life improvements to the game too. That should be coming pretty soon, I think. Probably going to launch alongside Borderlands 1 Remastered, which is also coming very soon. So yeah, if you're a big Borderlands fan, it's a good time to be into Borderlands. Let's see. And I think that's it. Yeah.
Boom. News complete. Now we're going to jump on over to this week's releases, where I'm going to let you know what brand new games are coming out in the next 7 days, starting with Darksiders War Mastered Edition, which is coming to Switch on April 2nd for $29.99. Pinned by legendary comic book artist Joe Madureira, X-Men and Battle Chasers and the Ultimates. Darksiders Wrath of War is set in a post-apocalyptic demon-ravaged world where evil forces have prematurely brought about the end of the time. Then we got Power Rangers Battle for the Grid coming to Xbox One, PS4, Switch, and PC on April 2nd for $19.99.
I thought that was already out.
It's Morphin' Time! Power Ranger Battle for the Grid is an easy-to-learn but hard-to-master fighting game that delivers a modern take on the Power Rangers franchise. The game pits new and classic Rangers and villains against each other in team battles, featuring a streamlined combat system. Power Ranger Battle for the Grid welcomes newcomers to the genre with simplified controls, while maintaining depth and detail for more intense and experienced competitors.
I almost bought that the other day. I'm a little ashamed to admit it.
Why? It looks fun.
It does look fun, doesn't it?
It looks like Mortal Kombat, but
with Power Rangers. Yeah, I'll fucks with it.
Is there sparks when you punch each other?
I don't know. I hope so.
Yeah, there better be.
I don't know. If I get that, I'm gonna get it on Switch though.
Did you know that the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is all just like a Japanese or it's either a Chinese or a Japanese like show that they just like literally dub over in English. Other like all the parts with like them with their masks off is filmed here, but the rest of it they just took from this old Chinese show, like them fighting in those suits and everything.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. Look it
They
up.
didn't film any of it?
No.
Or anything?
It was all just edited like
That's fucked up.
it's pretty funny.
They just stole it all.
Yeah, like well they own the rights to it or
That's
whatever.
hilarious. That's like Kung Pao, dude.
Yeah, it's
You remember
literally
Kung
that.
Pao?
But so like I thought they came up with everything and like all this
Yeah,
stuff.
me too. I thought they like choreographed all the cheesy fights and stuff. Like,
No, and I think after the first season, like after Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, it became like they started actually filming
doing their
shit.
own- yeah.
But all the first season, is
Go,
just
go,
like
Power Ranger!
some crazy Chinese
Dude, that
show.
shit is ridiculous, man. I love
It
it.
is. It's amazing. And then we got Borderlands, the Handsome Collection, Ultra HD Collection coming
there you
April
go.
3rd. Yeah.
Right around the bend.
And that's the Ultra HD texture packs will include upgraded game textures for characters, vehicles, weapons, and environments in both Borderlands 2 and Borderlands the pre-sequel.
And I could be wrong, but I think if you already own that, it will be another one of those things
Just a free.
that kind of like doesn't upgrade or a patch or whatever. Just updates it for
Yeah.
you.
And then we got Mechstermination Force coming to Switch on April 4th for $11.99. Join the Mechstermination Force and save the world from the gigantic Megamechs. When the Megamechs have taken control of the world, one small group of brave soldiers are still fighting for humanity's independence. Battle against massive bosses, jump and climb onto them to find their weak spots and blow them to kingdom come in this action.
And blow them. Sorry.
To kingdom come
Oh.
in this action-packed platforming boss
Kingdom
rush.
Come.
Yeah, you gotta blow them to come. Now, so Hob, the definitive edition, coming to Switch on April 4th for $19.99. The darkness rumbles to life. Massive gears turn their teeth, shifting ancient monoliths into place. A door opens. Dappled forest light beckons you from your chamber, entering an unknown world both beautiful and dangerous, buzzing with life above and whirring with mysterious machinery below. Hob is a vibrant, suspenseful adventure game. As players delve into the mysteries around them, they discover a planet in peril. Can it be mended? Or will the world fall further into chaos? Yeah, so,
Dope.
we got Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission
Oh, dope.
coming to Switch and PC on April 5th for $59.99. I find that weird that it's only coming to Switch and PC. Maybe it's already been on other stuff. But Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission is an action-adventure Dragon Ball card game. Oh, okay, that's why. And strategic card battle gameplay. Collect cards and build your deck as you play through an all-new Dragon Ball story featuring characters from across the entire Dragon Ball series. Deep card battle play in Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission features over 1,000 cards and 350 characters from the Dragon Ball franchise, including Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, and Dragon Ball GT. You can even test your might and take the battle online. Cool. And then we got Beat Blaster coming to PSVR on April 5th for $19.99. Beat Blaster is a VR game about shooting and running where everything happens to the beat of the music. Each level introduces a novelty, and all the games are different, thanks to the intelligent generation of levels. Ambisonic sound lets you experience the music in an entirely new way. To clear a level, you must reach the end of the song without dying. Sounds easy, doesn't it? You have a blaster with infinite ammunition and a single life to dodge or kill all the enemies that will appear to the rhythm of the music. Sounds cool.
Yeah, it looks pretty interesting, for sure. It's definitely one that I would like to try, but I'm not really entirely convinced about yet.
If it has licensed music, then I'd be down.
Yeah, definitely. Some of those games, if they had like Beat Saber, if it had licensed music, it would be like the ultimate game.
It does on PC because everybody just
that's like mods. I feel like
sometimes the mods are better than the real thing.
Dude, the mods are better than the real thing.
Yeah.
In this instance, like the mods are way better. I feel like.
Oh, yeah. So, Dangerous Driving is coming to PS4, Xbox One, and PC on April 9th for $39.99. Dangerous Driving is a closed-track competitive racing game featuring boost, takedowns, destruction, and massive car crashes. And then we got Sephirothic Stories coming to PS4 on April 2nd for $14.99. Shindoa, a world protected by Sephiroth. However, with the power of the World Tree having begun to wane, countless people have been overcome by an encroaching murk that has transformed them into monsters.
When we say Sephiroth, are we talking like Final Fantasy Sephiroth, or like...
No.
Is this like a whole different Sephiroth?
I think it's a whole different thing.
Oh, okay.
It's Sephirothic stories.
Okay.
God, dude. And then we got...
Know your Sephiroths, bruh.
Then we got Zanki Zero, Last Beginning, coming to PS4, Vita, and PC on April 9th for $59.99. God created the world in 7 days. It only took 1 day for humans to destroy the world. Life as we knew it sank to the depths of the sea until yesterday. We do not yet know the broken world and the reasons left behind there. In Earth, where ruins drift about, buildings, houses, light posts, cars, traffic lights, asphalt, modern civilization was destroyed, becoming nothing more than debris waiting in the sea. New ruins drift one after the other before the protagonist, who lives on one of those decaying islands. Find out the secrets of this mysterious world in Zanki Zero, an RPG from Yoshinori Terasawa, the creator of the Danganronpa Hunt for materials. The creator of Danganronpa. Hunt for materials and food and scrap your way through the island. How can you die if you can be reborn as a clone of your former self? What?
What? Where did that come from?
You can't just throw that in at the end.
That was
How do you throw a twist into a summary of a game?
I mean, I'm not surprised. Danganronpa is weird as hell, dude. Fucking.
I mean, I'm willing to check it out.
I am too. That sounds intriguing.
It does. And then we got Vacation Simulator.
Hey, boy! I've been waiting for a new VR game to play.
Yeah.
This is it. Fuck Beat Blaster. No, I'm just kidding.
Damn.
No, I'm just kidding.
This is coming.
That might actually be pretty fun. I'm sorry.
PSVR and PC on April 9th. I couldn't find a price for this game, but following record enrollment,
like 20 to 30 bucks.
Really? 20 to 30?
20 to 30.
It's a fucking waste,
That's
dog.
my guess.
Nah, these are the people that made Job Simulator, right?
Yeah. This is their next simulator game.
That's all y'all need to know. And then we got Bow to Blood, Last Captain Standing.
Another VR game.
Coming to Xbox One, PS4, Switch, and PC on April 3rd for $19.99. Bow to Blood, Last Captain Standing brings gamers rousing airship combat and diplomacy in single-player action strategy roguelike play. You will oversee a flying airship in a multi-stage competition being broadcast as a deadly reality TV show. I've seen stuff about this game. It looks interesting.
It's pretty, well regarded in the VR community. Everybody seems to like it that has it. I think the basic concept is like you're flying around in a spaceship, like a airship. I don't know. It's like a pirate ship that's like in the air.
More like a steampunk feel to, or Final Fantasy airship.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It looks interesting. I haven't gone out and bought it for a reason. It hasn't but it does look interesting. And I think with all the like Switch and Xbox stuff, I think it's going to be like cross-platform. So there should be a lot more people to play with online.
If I played on that game, I would role play so hard. My only job would be to swab the poop deck.
Just swabbing the poop deck. Like everything's going down, like cannons are going off and shit, and you're just swabbing the poop deck.
I'd get an award for taking
cleanest
pride
poop
in
deck.
Yeah, dude, taking pride in my work. And then we got Smoots World Cup tennis, which is coming to Xbox One April 5th for $14.99. Join the Smoots characters and play all the tournaments in the Smoots World Cup tennis. Create your own Smoot with your own style and choose amongst lots of fashion complements and accessories. Beat the 66 tournaments in the world circuit to be the top one in the Smoot ranking. Okay.
Cool.
And then we got Far Lone Cells coming to Xbox One, PS4, and PC on April 2nd for $14.99. In the vehicle adventure game Far Lone Cells, you travel across a dried-out ocean following the tracks of a once-thriving civilization. Through an array of roadblocks and through hazardous weather, you need to keep your vessel going. Where will this journey take you? Are you the last of your kind? Keep your unique vessel going, overcome numerous obstacles, and withstand the hazardous weather conditions. How far can you make it? What will you find?
What will you find?
This indie game has gotten like 8s and 9s, so...
Well, this one, the one you were just talking about?
Mm-hmm.
What's it called again?
It's called Far Lone Cells, like
Lone
FAR, and then
I'm gonna have to look that up, bro.
Look into it. And then we got Modern Tales, Age of Invention, coming to PS4, Switch, Xbox One, and PC on April 2nd for $14.99. Paris, 1900. During the World Expo, an unknown force kidnaps the brightest minds of the century. To what sinister end? Step into the shoes of Emily Patterson, the daughter of one of the captured scientists, to conduct your own investigation. Follow the trail of the captor and thwart his evil plans before the fate of the world is sealed.
What kind of game is that? Is it like a point and click? Or, do you know?
Let me see. Does it say on here? The search for
Sounds like my kind of game. If it is a point and click adventure, if not, I don't give a fuck.
Will Emily find her father, overcome the obstacles, and manage to solve the sophisticated puzzles and mini-games? Embark on a fantastic adventure in the era of modern inventions. Unravel the sinister plot, and we're not going to tell you what kind of game it is.
Yeah. Well,
it sounds like a point and click.
Yeah. I wish I had a little more deets on that.
Yeah, for real. And then we got Sword and Fairy Sword and Fairy 6, my bad. Coming to PS4 and PC on April 3rd for $14.99. Sword and Fairy 6 is an RPG set in a stunning world of Chinese heroism and fantasy come to life. Embark on a journey to uncover ancient secrets and slumbering beasts in a world torn by warring factions and deception, while customizing your party and weapons to your heart's desire. Since the birth of the ancient god Shinnong, the 9 springs of Wukong have anchored the heavens and earth. Each of the Hequan possess supernatural powers, and each are a fountain of energy and life for the universe. In the war of the 3 tribes, the beasts were defeated by the coalition of humans and gods. The blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm not going to read all that. Anyways, destinies will unfold and become undone, and sacrifices are made. And then finally we have Scorcery, coming to PS4 on April 4th for $9.99. Inspired by retro classics and platinum fighters, Scorcery's mystical multiplayer mayhem brings up to 4 players together in intense competitive skirmishes. Sorcerers must... Or maybe it's sorcerers. Sorcerers must...
Sorcerers.
Well, the game's called Scorcery, but they still call them sorcerers in the game.
Huh.
So why not call them sorcerers? Anyway, sorcerers must
about.
harness offensive and defensive spells to destroy their opponent's runes while also protecting their own. So, yeah, I guess it's like a
tower defense kind of thing.
Who knows?
I
I just read the stuff. You know, I don't believe it. Anyways, that's it for upcoming games. Now we are going to move on to
free games with PS4.
Yeah, that's where we were going.
So we got some games coming, guys, this week. I think it's this week. They're coming. We got The Surge is one of them. I don't know much about this game. I know that the cover art looks pretty.
It sounds electric.
It's got like robots and stuff, and it seems like some kind of post-apocalyptic, kind of like Horizon Zero Dawn type setting where there's like robots and you're fighting them with big guns. I don't know. It looks kind of cool. And we got Conan Exiles coming, which, met mixed reviews from the critics. Some people didn't like it. Some people
are haters.
Some people seem to really like it. Apparently the combat's really good, so that's one I'll probably be checking out because that seems like my kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just being Conan.
Just being Conan, dude. But yeah, so those are the free games. There you go.
That's it? Y'all got 2 free games?
We only get 2 now.
Oh
they stopped doing the PS3, dude. PS Vita stuff. So
might as well just fucking trash it, dude. I'm just kidding. Anyways, so now we're going to jump on over to currently playing.
What are you currently playing, Jameel?
I guess I'll start us off this week. So I bought Overcooked 2 forever ago on my Switch and never really got into it. And then my brother came over this past weekend and we got obsessed with it, you know.
It's fun, huh?
It really is. I played a little bit with my sister's boyfriend a while back, but this time it was me, my brother, and then my girlfriend. So we had 3 people going in on it, and like, I guess we didn't really just this was the first time I put a lot of effort into it, and we like the secret levels. We were trying to get 3 stars on everything, so yeah, there was like one where you had to get like 900 points, which was ridiculous.
I bet it's a lot of fun with 3 people. I've only played like 2-player ever.
It is. It's pretty fun. It gets pretty hectic.
Yeah, I bet.
But we were like, okay, we know we got like 300 or like 400 points on the first round on that 900 one. We're like, okay, that sucks, dude. This is tough. And then we were like, okay, let's try and manage this like a real kitchen. All right, you take dishes, you do this, and I'll do this. And then, like we created a system, and this next time we got like 600, then we did it again, got like 700, then boom, 900.
Nice.
We're like, fuck yeah, efficiency. Anyways, it was fun just doing that. And then
that's fun.
I've been playing through a game on NES, like or what is it called? Online, like or the NES app on the Switch.
Yeah.
So I've been playing this game, Star Tropics.
Oh yeah, I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, it's super.
I couldn't get into it.
Super fucking fun, dude.
Really?
I think it's because you probably saw the aesthetics right at the beginning and just kind of was like, fuck this. Once you actually get into the like dungeons, oh dude, so fucking fun. And like the story's super charming. It's a really tough game. I'm having to use a walkthrough to get.
I think that's why I didn't get too far into it, is because it was kind of hard.
Well, like the first couple dungeons I did on my own, but then after that I was like, okay, like it reached a point where like it pulls things where like you can't see what's in the next room. So like you'll jump into the next room and it will just be all lava. Like it was just to fuck with you, and it sends you all the way back to the beginning of the dungeon if you didn't save.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck this. Pull out a walkthrough, because like it's only fair. And also there's a part in the game that you have to have the manual for the original game to even get past, because it comes with a letter from Dr. Jones, which is like the guy who your uncle, he's gone missing in the game, and like he's Dr. Jones. Your name is Mike Jones.
Yeah.
But anyways, so if you bought the game back in the day on the NES, it came with this letter like on paper from Dr. Jones. And in the game, it tells you dip the letter that you found in water or whatever. And like in real life, you dip the letter in water and it reveals like a secret code.
Oh, what? That's tight.
Super badass, dude. And like
that's pretty clean.
Yeah, a lot of people think it's like it was a way for them to make it to where people wouldn't rent the game. Instead, they'd buy it and
that
stuff
makes
like
sense.
that. But anyways, super fun. I've been playing the shit out of that. And I'm almost done with it.
Oh, that's tight, dude. I need to try it again. I didn't give it too much of a chance. I don't know. I got frustrated with it and just quit.
It's like the Legend of Zelda, but like better, in my opinion. Like for the NES, no offense to the original Legend of Zelda, but like
none taken. No, I'm just
but yeah. Anyways, so I was playing that, and then I'm trying to think. I played something else, but I can't even remember because I got too caught up in Star Tropics. So probably it was something else on Switch. I just can't remember what it was. Oh, Minecraft. I jumped back into Minecraft. I always jump back into that game for a little while, and then, but I wanted to go back in this time because there's been so many fucking updates since I last played.
Is it any better?
Yeah, dude. They have like underwater biomes, so like there's actual like coral and fish and creatures under the water now.
Cool. That's really cool.
Stuff like that. There's like a whole shit ton of new animals they added, new stuff you can do with the weapons. Like the game is just completely new compared to what it was. It looks the same, but it has all new shit in it.
Man, I need to go back and give it another whirl.
Get it on Switch, dude. We can play together.
Yeah,
I
tight,
have it
actually.
on my Switch, so.
I want to get a bunch of new Switch games, man. There's like so much I want. I want to buy Final Fantasy VII really bad. But I don't know if I'd actually play it once I bought it. You know what I mean?
Don't do it, dude.
I know I'd definitely play through the first dungeon, and then it's like, would I keep going?
No.
You know?
And it also, this one still has the glitch where like the song restarts every time you get into a battle, so it never plays through the entire song. Every time you get into a random encounter, or every time you go to a room or a cutscene, it restarts the song. So like,
that's annoying.
It's a horrible bug. Anyways.
Let's see. It's my turn. Let's see. I've been playing. Okay, first of all, I got my VR headset set up because I was just like, I had to. I couldn't take it anymore. I'm over here dying. They're announcing all this VR shit like week after week, just like, oh, and by the way, everything cool in the world is coming to VR right now.
But you're stuck in the
But
real
you're
world.
stuck without a fucking way to play. So I was like, fuck it. I'm going to come up with something. So I got this little rotating chair and I like put it. So now I'm playing my games like sitting down for the most part, but I've rigged up a spot where I can play most games. You know what I mean?
I feel like that Rob Thomas song is all about your life. I wish the real world would just stop hassling me.
There, yeah, exactly. I wish
Your
wish that
theme
would
song,
happen.
dude.
But anyway, so I got it set up, and I know that they did the aim controller addition to Borderlands VR. So I was like, I'll give it another chance. I jump back in. It's about 400,000 times better with the aim controller. It really is. I will say this. There's one little thing about Borderlands VR that bothers the fuck out of me. It's like every now and then, just randomly as fuck, it'll do this like jittery thing where like everything will kind of just like jump around a little bit. And it's like, it irritates the fuck out of me because like it's one of the only games that does that, you know? But, like, it only does that when you're, like, standing completely still chilling. Like, if you're in combat or something, it's, like, totally good, you know? I don't know. It's a lot of fun with that aim controller, man. And, like, the sticks on the aim controller make driving a lot easier. And I've just been playing the shit out of it. Now I'm really into Borderlands again, you know?
Ready for that Borderlands.
Oh, bro.
3,
I'm
dude.
psyched about it,
Trace.
man. And then plus I got all the DLC for Borderlands 2 coming soon, so...
Nice.
I've been chipping away at that, doing like an hour or two a night on that. And I've got like some sick-ass guns and shit. That's the thing that makes the aim controller so fun, is like you feel like you're holding a gun in your hand. So you've got like a bajillion different guns that you feel like you're just holding and you can play with. And I don't know, it's just really cool to like look at it and like, you know, go, you know, you see the whole thing. I don't know, it's really neat.
It's gotta suck though with the pistols since you're holding like a rifle. It's gotta feel kind of
Well,
weird.
you'd think so, but like most of the pistols in Borderlands are like weirdly shaped to the point where like they have like some kind of protrusion. All you need is for the gun to like stretch out enough like to feel like it could be in your hand. You know what
like
I mean?
an SMG almost.
Yeah, exactly. And there are some pistols where it's a little weird. But for the most part, it's not as weird as you'd think. You know what I mean? Like you get over it pretty quick. It's a lot less weird than having the gun like attached to your face with a DualShock controller. You know what I mean? Or
yeah, that's true.
I don't know. Personally, it makes the rifles feel a lot more realistic too. Because like when you have like the two hands, you know what I mean? I don't know. There's just something about like holding the rifle and like the angle and like it just feels so good. I don't know, but then again, maybe I'm just used to it. I personally love games that incorporate the aim controller. Anyways, I've been playing that a lot. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's terrifying when a fucking like bully mong jumps at you, or those fucking guys that like when you shoot their head off, the little head grows back and they start going crazy. Those dudes are terrifying in VR, bro. Let's see. What else we got? I played a little bit of The Witness because it was free this month.
It's not good, dude.
I don't know. It's not bad. I'm not hating on it. It's just like, I feel like that game was made for somebody who's way smarter than me, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
My problem with it is that it's all the same kind of puzzle. All line puzzles. Like,
nah, I think it eventually gets different. But
they're
like,
all line puzzles. Like, that's literally the point of the game. It's nothing but line
there's
puzzles.
so much more to it than that, dude. It's not just like, you know.
Are you talking about different types of puzzles?
I mean, they're like line puzzles with different rules. Every puzzle is a different puzzle that's totally like got its own set of rules and like.
It's still a line puzzle, though.
Yeah.
I just don't like fucking with lines, dude.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you can't. I mean, it's not a bad game. It's just not my kind of thing. Like, I can't get into that. You know what I mean? Like, and there's a lot of content. It's really pretty. Like, the environments are really gorgeous. I mean, there's a lot to it to like there if you're into puzzles, but that's not my kind of thing. So I gave up on that pretty quick.
Yeah.
I went and tried to play Soma, which was another free game a little while back. I wasn't really too into that either at all.
That's the one with the underwater
Yeah, you're
shit,
underwater.
the robots.
I tried so hard to like it.
Me too.
I really wanted to because it's like it starts out and it looks pretty, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna be good. You know, at first I'm like, this is gonna be good. And then like I did a few of the little things where you interact with stuff, and then I just kind of got like stuck. I was like, okay, what the fuck am I supposed to do right now? And like I'm walking, I walked around this whole goddamn water spaceship thing like 5 times. And, like, I had no idea what the fuck I'm supposed to do. It's acting like something's going to attack me, but nothing's attacking me. It's like the first, 3 times I walked around the station. Like, I'm crouched down, being cautious, you know? And finally, I'm like, fuck it. I'm just start running everywhere I go. And, like...
Well, that's the thing is, like, nothing really happens for a while. Like, did you ever encounter anything?
I eventually figured out what the fuck I was doing wrong. And I got the little Omni tool, and I opened some doors, and I did eventually find a monster, I think. I don't know. It was just really slow-paced and boring and not my kind of thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It was trying to be atmospheric, but the problem is that BioShock already did it 100 times better. So, like, how are you going to try and pull the same look to everything, you know?
I don't know, man. I just was not feeling it.
Same.
Sorry, Soma.
Yeah,
so then I was like, okay... I tried, you guys. I went back to my VR. I played some Firewall. Firewall is just as good as it's always been. You know, I think they're adding some new stuff. There's a bunch of new guns in the game, you know. It's a fucking awesome game, man. It feels like you're playing paintball or something because you got a bunch of real people, and then you're all like leaning around corners with your little plastic guns and shit, shooting each other. It's just a lot of fun.
Nice.
And then I was like, fuck it, I gotta get something new. I gotta go get something new. It's happening. So I went on the little thing to see what was on sale, and I saw that Moss was on sale. And I was like, okay, I'll get Moss. So I bought Moss. I treated myself to Moss. I gotta say, fantastic game. It's one of the best looking VR games easily. It's gorgeous. It's fucking, what really surprised me about Moss was like the story was so deep and heartfelt. It felt like you just, like, by the time you're done watching it, you felt like you just watched Up or something. You know what I mean? It was that same kind of like emotional, like, trauma / fulfillment at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, all this heartfelt shit's going on. And it set it up for a sequel really well. And it was just like, I will say this, the enemies got a little repetitive by the end. But the last boss kind of makes up for that. A lot of, like, the gameplay was a lot like the original God of Wars, just really dumbed down. Like, it's like puzzle solving, one room, like, locked in a door but until you're done with all the combat, the next room kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like God of War, except instead of like Kratos, you're like a tiny little mouse, which is adorable, and you can like give him little high fives and stuff. It's fucking so much fun, dude. And it's like amazingly beautiful. Like, the way you can like look around the little diorama, you feel like this giant that's just like looking over this tiny little mouse. I don't know. It's really, really cool. I highly recommend it. I think it's going to be my like go-to game to like show people VR for the first time now, I think.
Yeah. Any type of you know, like whimsical story that involves a rodent, I'm usually in. You know, I'm down for it. I
really think you would appreciate this one a lot. I think I'll bring it over here. We could stream you playing it or something. It'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm down. Fucking they need to make a Fievel Goes West.
Dude, this is like about as close to a Fievel Goes West, like living in the Fievel Goes West world as you could possibly get.
It looked like Redwall to me. Like, you remember those? Like, those books, Redwall, about like the fucking mice and the... There's like almost like
I remember
the
Rings. Cover of the books and like all the mice like fighting on the cover and shit.
Yeah, it was brutal. And they're always eting, dude. They're always feasting on nuts and berries and shit. Always
he wasn't ever feasting, unfortunately.
It's fucking stupid. Throw it away. No. I definitely want to check it out though.
I highly, highly recommend it. It was like touching, like as fuck. It was like one of those games that just like, I don't know.
Made you cry?
It made you go through a range of emotions. It was surprisingly deep as far as the story. And I think it's the story and the beautiful graphics and artwork that kept me playing more than anything. Because the platforming and combat was very, very basic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Astrobot did it a lot better. You know what I mean? As far as the platforming elements. But is still really, really good.
Sweet. So that's it. That's what we've been currently playing, guys. Let us know what you've been playing in the Facebook group at facebook.com/group/GameSpeak podcast. Now we're going to jump into the topic of the show. This week's topic of the show is our top 10 list for of games on the NES. So like our favorite, our star feature games for the NES.
And this is going to be the beginning of another series, I think we're going to do.
Yeah,
we're going to bring it to you console by console, our favorites. You know what I mean? So,
and I think the NES is probably the best way. I don't think we're going to have any Sega consoles or anything.
No, none of that Atari. Sorry, guys. Like, we just weren't from that era.
No.
You know what I mean? This is about as far back as we can go and be authentic with.
Yeah. And so from here, we'll go to the SNES and then N64, but also the PlayStation. You know, at that point, we can kind of jump into the other consoles, you know?
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Just
I don't know. There's some that like N64 needs to have its own episode. PlayStation.
No, that's what I meant. Like
Dreamcast. I feel like I don't know.
We could throw that. Honestly, I couldn't do Dreamcast. There's only one game that I really played on Dreamcast. Like as
I played
a kid.
A couple of games on Dreamcast, but I don't think there's enough for me to like.
No.
I could do maybe like a top 3.
Yeah, we'll probably.
Maybe we could do like a Dreamcast. Maybe we could bundle Dreamcast in with like the other
with PlayStation
from that era, from that generation. You know what I mean?
And that's what I'm saying. It's like each one will have its own episode. So we'll do top 10 PlayStation 1, top 10 N64, even top 10 Game Boy. We gotta.
You know, we probably should have started with Game Boy actually, technically, because it came out before the NES. I think.
No, it didn't.
Didn't it?
No.
Oh, okay,
it came after. No, so it'd be NES.
I know they came around the same time, right?
So it'll have to be Game Boy next. Next will be
Game Boy will have to be
Then
next.
we'll do SNES. But anyway, so let's start this off. I got some honorable mentions before we jump into it.
Yeah, lay the honorable menchies on me, dude.
So this one, so my first honorable mention is going to be Super Mario Bros. The original. Didn't make my top 10 list. Unfortunately, it's super
the original one. Yeah,
it's a great game. Loved it, played it, but it didn't have the magic that I wanted.
It didn't make my top 10 list either, but that's partially because I was trying not to put too many from one franchise on the same list. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And partially because I feel like other Mario games just did the same thing better. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Also, Castlevania is on there, my honorable mentions, because as a kid I loved it, but it wasn't one of my like favorites. It got me into vampires and stuff, and I really loved it. But there's so many other games that I put way more time into and enjoyed more.
Yeah.
And then one that I have to mention, I couldn't put it on my top 10 list because it'd be ridiculous at this point. But Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, which was one of my first video games ever, and
there's not a damn thing wrong with that.
No,
bro.
I didn't want to put it on my top 10 list, but I watched a YouTube video of some gameplay, like just for nostalgia reasons, and like it almost brought a tear to my eye just watching it, like remembering how exciting it was for me to play that game. Like, I fucking loved that game, dude. Anyways, but yeah, those are my honorables. What did you have any honorables?
No, I just got the main thing.
Okay.
I narrowed it down perfectly. It was like I got them right here.
Okay, let's start with number 10. Do you want to start? You want me to start?
Yeah, I can kick it off.
Okay, kick it.
So my number 10 is going to be a game that's from a genre that didn't really show its face too much on the NES, the point-and-click genre.
Oh.
Maniac Mansion. This is one of those games I don't talk about very much because there's much better point-and-click games out there, but it's also, like, I don't know.
One of the only ones on the NES.
It was one of the only ones on the NES, and it was so good for what it was. Like, it had multiple endings. Every time you loaded up the game, it dropped you in as 3 characters, but there was like 7 characters total. So like every time it would pick 3 of those 7 characters and drop you in. So every time you played the game, it was like a different kind of game, and every character had its own little scenarios. So like you're trying to get into the Maniac Mansion and then escape. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's all these like maniacs in the mansion or whatever. And you're going through and you're solving all these puzzles, and if they catch you, they take you to the dungeon and all this shit. And, like, it was just crazy. Like, there was all kinds of weird, crazy shit. Like, you'd, like, work hard and you'd unlock this door and you go in, there's, like, a big tentacle in there and you'd have to, like, do something to the tentacle. And there's, like, different ways to win, different ways to, like, beat the game, different endings. I don't know. It was just a very versatile, unique game for its time. You know what I mean? It was one of those first games to really give you that telltale-like sense of, like, options here and there. You know what I mean? I don't know.
The Bandersnatch.
The Bandersnatch, exactly. Cool. I don't know. I liked it.
Awesome. My number 10 is The Legend of Zelda. It's so far back on my list just because this game, it inspired my interest in The Legend of Zelda, the idea of it, but I was already imagining Ocarina of Time, you know, at this point. I think by the time I was playing it, I remember my mom played it a lot, and it used to make me really upset because I wanted to play a multiplayer game. I wanted to play Mario. I was tired of watching my mom play it. You know, like I specifically remember a time where I like wrote a letter and like put it in the cookie jar because my mom asked me she's like go bring me the cookie jar while she's playing Zelda, and I'm like, okay, fine. And so like I literally scribbled on a napkin, can we play Super Mario Bros, and put it in there. Little Jamel, I was like super tiny,
slipping the note, dude.
Yeah, and
that's the saddest story I've ever heard, dude.
I know, dude. I really wanted to play Super Mario Bros. Anyway, so like but that was so like I had this like, you know, this relationship with this game where I didn't like it.
Deep-seated hatred.
Yeah, but then I ended up playing it later as I got a little bit older, and I was like, oh, this is fucking amazing. And then Ocarina of Time came out, and shit just went crazy. But just on this console, you know, I have to put it at 10 because I loved it, but it wasn't one of those games that I just played constantly.
I had a similar thing with that. Like, I played Link's Awakening DX on the Game Boy first.
Yeah.
And that game is just so fucking good compared to
the
original. So, you know, I had a little bit of a, like, it's like, I don't know, I was trying to go back and, like, play that, and I'm like, oh, man, this is nothing compared to
it's so
Link's
sad.
Awakening DX. But, you know. So number 9. Number 9 for me is gonna be Tetris.
Ooh.
You know, I gotta throw it on there because I fucking love me some Tetris, dude. I'm a block building, brick dropping motherfucker.
Yeah.
But you know, it's definitely not gonna make any higher than 9 on my list. That's for sure.
Definitely addictive.
It's lucky it beat Maniac Mansion. Let's just put it that
way. Damn. Talking mad shit.
No.
That'll probably come up on a list later too. So number 9 for me is Karate Kid. I played the
I forgot about that game,
out
dude.
of Karate Kid, dude. So like Karate Kid's awesome. You know, it's like just ridiculous. Like you have to hope that like the contact like counts. You know, whenever you kick and hit somebody.
What was the concept of the game? Like, I don't really remember anything about it. I just remember the video game case. You know what I mean?
You basically, like, all these guys, you know, pop up on screen and you just gotta karate them. And then, like, as you
was it like Double Dragon? Or was it like were you in, like, a karate tournament? Or, like...
like, the bosses are karate tournaments, if I'm remembering right. Hold on. Because, like, there's even parts where it's kind of like the show, or, you know, it's like test your might type situation.
Yeah.
Where you have to try and like chop ice blocks, or you have to like.
That's awesome. Catch flies and shit.
Yes, actually. No, for real. That's part of the game.
That was like a big thing in the movie, you know?
It was really, really cool. It was really fucking hard, though. Whenever people talk about, like, roguelike games, this was that. Like...
the OG, dude.
Yeah, dude. You die once in this game, and see, like... Here's a picture of it. So, like, this is what it looked like. But see, like, the physics in the game was really strange where, like, you would just, like, be able to jump down and just kick them in the fucking face and shit.
Dude, that's excellent,
like,
bro.
They would, like, come out and jump a lot and, like, do, like, these, you know, flying kicks at you and stuff. And you have to, like, dodge them and then kick them, like, knock them out. And then it was just really cool. It had a lot of stuff going on and that's what I liked about it. It was so fast and fluid, I think, is what made me like it so much as a kid.
I think that's kind of what I like about my next game on my list, actually.
What you got for number 8?
My number 8 is a Ninja Gaiden clone. It's not actually Ninja Gaiden. It's Batman.
Oh, dude, Batman was great.
Batman was fucking excellent. It was one of the better licensed games probably ever made. Like, the Batman on NES was just so good, dude.
A lot of Batman games
hard,
used to be good.
Bro. You could like run up the walls like it was like Ninja Gaiden, you know what I mean? It was basically a reskin of Ninja Gaiden, but it was so much more fun just because it was Batman, I guess. I don't know.
Batman didn't even look like Batman in it. He looked like kind of like a gargoyle almost.
No, dude, he really didn't. But it was still tight, like going through and like fighting all the Batman bad guys and shit. Like all the boss fights were excellent in that game. It was, it was sick, dude.
Yeah, it was really cool. My number 8 is Duck Hunt.
Yeah, Duck Hunt.
Duck Hunt's a blast, literally. But yeah, that's just a classic. It had to go on my top.
It's sad that modern TVs can't like work with the light gun.
It is ridiculous.
You know?
It's sad. It's very sad. That's why you got to keep one of those old tube TVs sitting around.
Yeah, dude.
just
to play Duck Hunt, yeah. My number 7 is Legend of Zelda. We've already touched on this.
Yeah.
But, you know, again, mine's pretty far back on my list, too. Just because, like, it's okay. It's good. You know, I'm not hating on the game. I like it more than Zelda 2. I really do.
Yeah, same.
But,
it's more open world than Zelda 2. But yeah, so my number 7 is Dr. Mario.
Oh, that's a good one.
Very
Dr.
fun.
Mario evaded my list, but he was definitely a contender. If I had an honorable mentions list, he would be on it for sure. You know what I mean?
It's just one of those games where it's my Tetris on this list. You know
and the basic concept of it is fun enough to still be relevant today. Like you know, you can still play it and have a good. It's like Tetris in the respect that it's like, you know, a fun enough concept to survive the test of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just a nice puzzler.
It's going to make a really good phone game when they decide to do that.
They already did. They decided to do it.
Well, I know they decided, but when it
yeah.
actually comes out, you know what I mean?
I'm super excited for that. Dr. Mario World or whatever.
It's going to be tight, dude.
Anyway, so what you got?
My number 6 is another one that was on your list already, Duck Hunt.
Okay, so it's higher up on the list.
A little higher up, but not too much. You know, Duck Hunt is a great game. You know, it deserves to be on the list. You know,
yeah, it felt like having an arcade in your house.
It really did. I was gonna say what really made Duck Hunt wasn't special in terms of anything other than the fact that like the gun shooting the TV actually worked properly. Like, you aimed it and it shot what you were aiming at, and that was cool as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that it just functioned was like, damn, that at the time, that was like super fucking cool, dude.
Yeah, and I didn't find out till like this year that like you can, like, if you have a controller plugged into the second player, it actually controls the ducks.
Oh, I know. I heard about that.
I was like,
or the dog. Or no, yeah, it was
it's the ducks.
It's
yeah.
the ducks.
It's like, what the fuck?
That's awesome, right?
Yeah. My number 6 is Metal Gear. Metal Gear was one that I had a lot of fun with. And
you mean your number 5? Or wait.
No, number 6.
Number 6? Oh, okay,
yeah.
My bad. I'm going first. My bad. I'm tripping.
Yeah,
Metal Gear.
Yeah, Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, it was the one that I didn't know what it was when I had it. Like, I didn't understand, like, oh, this is Metal Gear. You know, like...
Well, and it didn't matter at that point. Metal Gear wasn't, like, a big deal until, what?
Until
like,
Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
So, I had a lot of fun with it. Very stealthy, overhead, like...
Well, and that's the thing. The original Metal Gear was still a really solid entry in the Metal Gear games. Even by today's standards, I feel like. I mean, it's still, you know... Like,
it's fun.
It's fun. It's still fun, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It has like the classic, like, you know, text.
I was about to say the
that and like
when they see you and the music changes, you know, that was a thing that was like, I don't know. It was the stealth wasn't really something that was done back then. Like, it was interesting that it was a stealth game.
It was basically like playing Hitman Go or something, but like there's like the first like encounter you have with like one of the bad guys, like, and you knock him out, like the central, or what's it called whenever they bring the translation over to America? centralizing. Is it central? No, I forgot.
Localizing. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the localization in the game, like the first text you read is "I feel asleep."
Oh yeah, I remember when you meet that guy, or not when you meet the guy, but whenever he's like by the Jeep falling asleep at the very beginning. Yeah. Oh God, I'll never forget that.
I feel asleep.
I feel asleep, and you know it meant he's like, I don't know, it's. Like, you know that's not what they meant to put there. Like,
of course,
that's so funny.
But that's another one that's gonna possibly be on a list later on one of the episodes. Anyways, what you got for number 5, man?
Number 5 for me is actually Metal Gear.
What?
Yeah.
Why is our list so similar?
Because some of these games are just excellent, man.
They are excellent,
and we both have excellent taste.
No, I think great video game minds think alike.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, this one I don't think will be on yours. Number 5 is Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
Oh, you're right. That's not on mine. But I have something very similar.
It's gonna be a lot like this. This game was actually made by Capcom, or developed by Capcom.
Chip and Dale, dude. Capcom put out a flurry of like great licensed games like that.
Fire games.
They really did.
This was super fun co-op platformer. First player plays as Chip, second player is Dell. The whole little story, there's a twist at the end. I'd never beat it as a kid. I played a lot of it though, and actually I have a really fond memory of getting this game. I got this game actually after I already had a Super Nintendo, and but we used to go to this place called Grandma's Attic in Huntsville.
I remember that. I feel like
this old lady. I guess her name was Grandma. No, just kidding. So she had this like resale shop that she resold like old books and shit like that. And I went in there one day, and I always, anytime we go into any store, I would look for video games. It didn't matter where it was. So
yeah,
especially resale shops. So I go over and they had Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers on NES.
Fuck, dog.
And she was like, "I'll sell it to you for $5." You know,
Hell
like
yeah, dude.
I was like, "Fuck yeah!" And so my mom let me buy it. And I knew it was an older game. I was like, "Fuck it, it's a new game for $5. I'll take whatever."
Hell yeah, dude.
So went home, played the shit out of it. It was one of the best $5 that my mom has ever spent on me.
Dude, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, good memories with that one. What you got for number 4?
So my number 4 is actually the game that inspired Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers to be made because it was so successful. DuckTales.
Oh, DuckTales was dope.
DuckTales was fucking sick. It had like the dopest fucking music. Like it was a boop 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 boop. It was so fucking sick for fucking NES music, dude. Like they did the DuckTales theme song so well, bro. But
you keep going. I'm just
sorry, you got to do the whole build up because like whenever you put the fucking cartridge in, it like pops up with the little dong 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 dong. So but DuckTales was fucking fire, dude. First of all, it is maybe the best looking game on the fucking
it looks
NES.
like a modern indie game.
It was beautiful looking. It looked like a SNES game. I mean, it looked really fucking good. Like
this game also inspired games like Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight with the how like Shovel Knight does his like shovel thing, like fucking Scrooge McDuck
the drop down
with the cane.
Yeah.
You can totally see the influence there. Oh man, that was a fucking awesome game, dude. And it was like perfectly hard, but not too hard to where you're just stop playing immediately. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like a lot of NES games.
It was good. Yeah, some of those NES games were way too hard, bro.
It's fucking wicked.
Some of the SNES games were way too hard too, man.
Oh yeah, we'll get into that shit later.
Oh man, but yeah, DuckTales, bro.
So number 4 for me is Kirby's Adventure. Didn't play that one until recently, and it changed my whole mind on the series, or at least the series of the past. I don't know how the games are now.
They're just like that, dude. Honestly, Kirby's Adventure has been like, okay, before Kirby's Adventure, there was Kirby's Dream Land. And Kirby's Dream Land sucked ass, dude.
That was on the Game Boy.
Yes. It didn't have the thing that makes Kirby great to me is the whole sucking people up and stealing their powers mechanic. And that didn't get introduced until Kirby's Adventure
on the
NES. So in my mind, this is the real birth of Kirby as a series, despite the fact that the character existed before this. It's like Conker's Bad Fur Day versus
Pocket Tales.
Yeah, he didn't find his like identity until this moment, you know.
Yeah, and it's an amazing game. It's super fun. Holds up now. Like if you go back and play that game, you'll have a fucking blast. Like
it's so much fun still.
Yeah.
It really is.
If you have the NES or if you have the Switch Online and you have the NES app, just play this game. And
please play it. I mean, really, it's a lot of fun still.
Definitely super charming. What you got?
So my number 3 is Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
Nice.
I really fucking love this game, man. There's an element of strategy to it that's just like
no other.
No other.
Yeah, each boss has a different.
It's on par
method.
with the games like UFC 3 or like modern like games where you have to really know your timing and think about everything. It's really strategy oriented, and I don't know. It's a lot of fun. I mean, there are other boxing games on the NES like Ring King and stuff like that, which were some would argue maybe even better. But I really liked fucking Mike Tyson Punch-Out, dude. That was such an excellent, fun game, dude.
Definitely a classic.
And we talking about games that look good on the NES?
This isn't Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, though, is it?
I think so. Mike Tyson had his name attached to it, and at the very end of the game, you beat the shit out of him.
On the NES one?
Yeah, on the NES one. The SNES one, I think Mike Tyson was in it, too.
That's Super Punch-Out. No, because they took Mike Tyson out of Punch-Out after his sexual
after the
assault.
scandal thing? Yeah.
Yeah, originally titled Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Yeah. Yeah, that came out in 1987.
Great game, man.
Fucking insane.
Fucking love it. So, what is your
my
number 3?
Number 3 is Super Mario Bros. 3.
Yes.
Yeah, so
excellent game.
Not my number 1, but it's a game that I know every secret and I know where every whistle is. I know how to fucking do all the shit.
It definitely deserves to be on every top list for the NES. If you have a top list and you don't have Mario Bros. 3 on it, then you're fucking up, dude. You know what I mean? It's just a fact.
Yeah, it's one of those games where like every level is like encoded in my brain. Like I put so much time into it over the year. Even not just as a kid. Even when I had my GameCube, I was still going back and plugging in my NES to play this game.
Totally. I feel like Mario Bros. 3 introduced a lot of fun like mechanics into the game too, like the little tail that makes you fly and stuff, and like the running power up. There's a lot of interesting things that like.
Yeah,
I don't know.
The P, for power, and like how you could on the menu you could hit select and it would show all like the powers that you could store and like use them before.
Beautiful too, and the music was good.
Boop-a-doop, 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 boop-a-doop,
so good, dude.
Anyway, so yeah,
that's my number 2 actually. Is Mario Bros. 3, yeah.
Pretty similar list here.
Very similar list, man.
I mean, I'm not saying that you're copying me.
I'm not saying you stole my list. What's your number 2?
So my number 2 is a Konami game that you probably won't even know, but it's called Rush in Attack. Like Rush, the letter N, and then Attack, which is a play on...
Never heard of it.
It's a play on words for Russian Attack.
Like Russian Attack?
Yeah, or like Russian Attack. It's set during the Cold War. The NES version had 2-player co-op simultaneously, which was, fairly rare at this time. But, okay, so this game was like... super awesome. All right, like it took me a long time to find this game, to figure out what this game was called, because me and my brother used to play it a lot. Like I used to like just skip out from going outside and shit just to sit inside and play this game.
Yeah.
But basically it's like you're a soldier and you're just running through. Your main weapon is like this knife that you have unlimited, and it's like side scrolling, like running to the right, but the enemies will come from the left behind you and from the right in front of you, and you can climb think like Contra, but less like tiny. Like you're bigger, and like the figures, or like I guess the characters feel a little bit more stable. Like, you're not like shooting up and down and around and stuff like that. It's basically like you just run up and you stab. Like, imagine G.I. Joe figures. That's almost what it looks like. But you just run up and stab people. But if you get hit once, you're fucked. And then you only have like a certain amount of lives.
Kind of sounds like Metal Slug or something like that.
It's like Metal Slug, except for way faster.
Oh, God.
And, yeah.
That's terrifying.
But at the time, I had no reference for Metal Slug. So, like, it was just really cool. And, like, you kill the guys and you can pick up weapons that they drop.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so, like, they drop, like, just like a minigun, if I remember right. It was like a weird laser gun. I can barely remember the game, but I remember I had so much fun with it, and I think I still would to this day. But I think there's only like 6 missions or so, and I just remember getting to like the last one, and I could never beat it. But it was a really fun game. If you ever want to play a game on the NES that you haven't played, that'll be worth your time. Look up Rush and Attack by Konami.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's a
hell
fun game.
Yeah.
Anyways, what you got for number one?
My number one should be no surprise to anyone. Maybe the greatest game, definitely the greatest game on the NES. Maybe the greatest game in the whole of the 80s entirely.
Wow, we're talking big game here.
Freaking Kirby's Adventure, bro. Great game.
That's okay. So
no, I don't know. Maybe not that, but it's such a fucking good game, dude. I'm sorry. It's
so good.
It's so good, and it's amazing that they did all that shit with the NES, man. Like, it looks and plays like an SNES game. It feels like an SNES game, and it's like
very smooth.
It's so good for the like. It was kind of, but the thing is, it actually came out after the NES came out, or the SNES came out on the NES.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
So it was like, imagine like
it's kind of like the swan song of the fuck. It's like Grand Theft Auto 5. It came out like right in the twilight of the fucking console. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it they had the full potential unlocked already at that point. It's like Star Fox on the SNES, or like Donkey Kong, Country at the end of the SNES's life, where it's like, oh shit, they got this shit figured out now.
Dude, yeah, man.
That's how Kirby was.
Kirby was so good, dude. I don't know. I gotta say, I thought of an honorable mention while we were doing our list.
Okay.
I gotta throw it out real quick. Battletoads is gonna be my honorable mention.
Yeah, the only problem with the NES version is that you can't beat it in co-op mode.
You can't beat that shit at all.
Yeah,
dude.
it's just not possible.
Impossible, dude.
Yeah, that game's
That's
just
why it's my honorable mention, because it's
too
so
tough,
too fucking hard, dude.
It's like,
sorry, anyways.
Demon Souls of the NES.
Harder, dude.
Anyways, so my number one is actually Star Tropics. So, like, it literally just blew me away. I don't know. It just changed everything for me. Whenever it comes
this is on a lot of people's lists.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, like, I didn't expect it to happen like that. I only have 1 chapter left in the game. I'm on chapter 7. There's 8 chapters. So I'm pretty much done with the game. I'm like right at the end. But so far, and I can't say it's because it's the most recent game I played, because like I just recently played Kirby, and like I love that game. But this is even better than that, in my opinion. It takes everything that I liked about The Legend of Zelda on the NES and kind of like streamlines it into this, like, instead of you just roaming around this big world and getting killed in the overworld, you really only have to deal with any of the gameplay when you're in like a cave or a dungeon.
Yeah.
And like the save states make it a lot easier, which they had it to where it saved back in the day, but it would just save right as you went into a dungeon or something.
Oh, that's pretty cool for the time.
Yeah, definitely. And
I definitely need to give it another chance, man.
And this is a first party Nintendo game. Nintendo developed this game.
It'd be interesting if they went back to revisit it at some point,
Yeah, I don't know why Mike Jones isn't a character, or at least like an
Mike
Echo
Jones.
character. That's what I'm saying. But he could be an Echo character in Super Smash Bros. For NES. I mean, like, in the game you use a yo-yo as your main.
Speaking of NES, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but
no, you're good.
That's a game that I feel like if I had played it would probably be on my list. Mother.
Earthbound or Mother. Yeah,
the original one. Yeah.
Well, see how how Earthbound was strictly a Japan game, right?
Yeah.
So
That's why I never got a chance to play it.
Star Tropics was made only for America. This
Really?
was the first game that like Nintendo was like, we're gonna focus on our American consumers, and that's why he's named Mike Jones because like his uncle is Dr. Jones, like from Indiana
Dr. Jones.
Yeah, so like they knew everyone liked Indiana Jones. The baseball bats. Like Mike Jones is like a baseball player. They talk about it like in the thing. He's like, you're so good at baseball, you'll be able to handle this. Like it's so stupid. But that, and then like what's his name? Rob the robot. Like is like the one who controls your submarine when you get to the submarine.
Oh really?
And, like, dude, there's so many cool classic Nintendo like references and stuff like that.
That's really cool.
It's really worth playing.
I'm gonna give it another shot. I need to re-up on my Nintendo subscription though.
and all the islands are like Miracola Island and like all this stuff. And they only named it that because Coca-Cola was so popular in America at the time that they thought like, oh, Americans love the word cola, you know? So like,
dude, they're just gonna Americanize the shit out of that.
Yeah,
pretty accurate. I mean, we do love us some cola down here, you know.
There's like a part where like you save this princess who's like stuck in a cursed sleep or whatever. When she wakes up, the dad's like, it's a Miracola.
Oh my
I was like, my God. But the gameplay is so fun. So, and lots of cool bosses. Anyways, that's it for our top NES games, our top 10 lists, you know, our personal list. Let us know what yours is if you have one. I know NES goes back a ways, but there's so many just amazing games on that console.
True.
And next time we'll do Game Boy.
Mm-hmm.
So stick around for that, guys. We're going to jump on over to the People's Champ. Brent, who's the champ?
Ah, yes. That time of the day when we pick the champion of the people. Today, the champion of the people is Chad McLean.
What's up, Chatty?
Chad McLean. Chad McLean says, so, what is the best song, in your opinion, to listen to when you're down?
Oh, man. I think it really depends on when I'm down.
Or what's got you down.
Yeah, what is it that's got me down?
Because, like, if it's like a girl, you definitely want some, like, Bayside. The song Guardrail by Bayside.
Yeah.
It's a little fucked up, but it always cheers me up.
See, when I'm down, if it's about like being, you know, single or whatever, or like an issue like that, girl problems.
Yeah.
I definitely go listen to some Say Anything. So like, because he is a real boy. That whole album just gives you some like weird confidence. You know?
Oh yeah.
You
know what another good song is when you're just down and out, or you're like having money problems and you're just like your confidence is down, you know?
What's that?
The song Bounce Back by Big
Dude,
Sean.
Big Sean, bro.
Dude, that's a great pick me up song.
Almost,
you know what I mean?
Almost any Big Sean
dude, yeah,
song.
Big Sean's got a lot of songs like that. That
just
like,
inspire you, dude.
Just make you feel great about fucking life again.
He's like he's like one of those guys that believes in The Secret or whatever. Like you ever see it? And so he straight up is obsessed with that. So like,
who is that? The motivational speaker, the Tony Robbins.
Yes, yes, dude. No, I'm dead serious. Like, if you watch any Big Sean interview, he talks about The Secret.
Oh, is he really?
Yes, he really is. So that's why, like,
dude, there's actually a lot of like successful people who watch like Tony Robbins videos a lot. You know?
Conor McGregor believes in The Secret. But anyways, the whole thing about The Secret is that you have to like, what's it called? Manifest things. So like you have to keep talking about it and like believing that it's already happened for it to happen. It's not that it's going, or it's not that it could or could not happen. It's that it's already happened. You just have to get there.
Yeah.
So like I looked into a lot of this stuff because it's really interesting to me. But anyway, so yeah, that if you listen to any Big Sean song, you can hear exactly what he's talking. He's just like manifesting stuff, you know. Like it's really funny, and he'll bring it up too. You know, he'll talk about it.
Yeah, he's an interesting guy.
Yeah, very strange, but like it's super inspiring. What's another one?
One more good one to really get you in a good mood if you're down. There's this old Frank Sinatra song. I forgot what it's called. I think
Ain't that a kick in the head?
I think it's called Pick Yourself Up or something like that.
Don't be sad.
It's really good, dude. It's the jam. But don't listen to the Frank Sinatra version of it. Look up. There's a version of it that came on during Breaking Bad. There's a scene in Breaking Bad where they play that song.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
It's like where they're all killing each other in the prison.
Yeah.
He gives the order, and they're supposed to kill like 9 people in the course of like a minute or something. And it does this montage where they're just shanking everybody in prison, and it starts playing that song. It's like, work like a soul inspired till the valley of the day is done. It's so fucking jamming, dude. And it's like, it was so perfect for that scene. But particularly that version of the song is just one of the better versions altogether. Like, it's well made. So if you look it up and you want to hear that song, look up the Breaking Bad version of it.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. And another go-to for happiness, man. Switchfoot. Dude.
Oh, bro. Dare you to move.
It's like
dude,
one
you
of
need
the
to get
can't be
dared
sad
to move
during
sometimes, bro.
Dude, the whole Beautiful Letdown album, so good, dude.
Yeah, and then some of their songs that are like sad, so like, but sometimes you got to go deeper into the sadness to get out of the sadness. I found, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to like completely immerse yourself in the sadness until it goes away. You know what I mean?
That's
so you
true.
got to get like a sadder song. And, like, listen to sad songs until you feel happy again. I know that sounds crazy, but it's like if you just keep it bottled up. You just got to, like...
let the emotion out.
Yeah.
Also, it's you got to jam to it. You can't just listen to it. You got to
you got to rock the fuck out. You need to, like, go in your car, you know what I mean? Turn the volume up to max, you know what I mean?
try and hit every note.
Yeah, go get some kind of, like, fucking Frappuccino or some shit from Starbucks, you know what I mean? Something you enjoy drinking on.
Oh, dude,
know?
Before You're Strong. That's another one.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
so fucking upbeat and happy.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
no
dude.
way to be sad when listening to Before You're Strong.
Dude, for sure.
Just yelling the whole time. Lots of pop punk will make you happy.
True that.
Defend it. Anyways, but yeah. So yeah, thanks, Chad.
Yeah, good question, Chad.
Tell us what you listen to, Chad.
Yeah, we need to know.
Let us know tomorrow because we need some more happy songs.
Yeah, so we also have some other questions. We got Sarah Brock here.
Sarah.
She says, if there is another Assassin's Creed game, where
There
do you
will
think
be.
it should take place, and what should it be about?
We've talked about this before. I said Japan, but we can come
Oh,
up with another place.
Japan's a good one, but that would be a lot like there's a lot of Japanese shit coming out lately, you know,
True.
with all the samurais and stuff. Or is that a Chinese thing? I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm racist.
Samurai. What?
No, I'm not. Not racist, but
that sound bite will be
that was
held
a-
against you for the rest
right,
of your
for
life.
real. No, that was just
You'll be like 45, like trying to get a job.
sorry, I'm racist.
With Amazon.
Well, we heard you were racist, so no.
No. Yes. Samurai is definitely
that
Chinese.
That's Chinese? Are you is it definite? Are you definite
Yeah,
about
because
that?
ninjas are Japanese.
Oh, you're right. Ninjas are Japanese. Okay,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had it mixed up for a second there.
And like, yeah. So yeah, okay. Anyway, so yeah, either Japan or like, I feel like maybe something crazy, maybe something that no one would think of, like ever, like
What if they did one
Atlantis?
in Compton?
What?
21st century, dude.
Modern day Assassin's
It's
Creed.
like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas,
It's called Assassin's Weed.
but instead of like you're like assassinating people.
All right.
Like you
Isn't
get
that kind of like what Watch Dogs is, though?
not really, because there's no Templars and stuff. I guess it's okay. That's too modern. Hang on,
Yeah, you got to go back a little bit.
a little bit. Oh yeah, we already did do this one because I said like the 40s in Chicago.
That would be dope.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Or like Vietnam.
ooh, that'd
Dude.
be crazy.
Fucking Vietnam would be sick.
You're just like in Vietnam, like jumping out of trees and shit.
Hey, hell yeah.
I don't know
dude.
how you'd work the story around that.
Who needs a story when you've got
Nam. Man, I don't know.
9/11. No, I'm just kidding.
It's just 9/11. It doesn't have anything to do with Assassin's Creed. They're like, all right, we're plugging you into the Animus. Just 9/11 simulator.
Why the fuck did you guys do that?
I guess your ancestors were in 9/11.
Sorry, we just wanted to see what it was like.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, sad.
There you go, Sarah. 9/11. So we got Sarah again. She says there is a Sega Classic in the works. What games do you think will be included on it, and how do you think it will do profit-wise?
Profit-wise, I don't think it's going to do.
I don't think it's going to do very well at all. Yeah. Especially considering the PlayStation didn't do very well. If the PlayStation 1 Mini didn't do very well, the Genesis Mini is not going to do very well at all.
No, and I think it'll have like some of the bigger. It's got to have like Phantasy Star on it.
Yeah,
maybe.
I mean, I'm not too familiar with a lot of the Sega games. Like I played like weird, stupid ones like Home Alone and
I wonder
Jurassic Park and shit. I imagine it'll have just about every popular one you can think of,
Yeah, just since they have like Castlevania and shit already mentioned for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got to have some of the good stuff. But yeah, I wish I knew more about Sega. I'd give you some more info on that. But I
hope
just
they
don't
put
think
the
it's...
Lion King on there. That would be tight. But
yeah,
maybe
it's a license. That's not gonna happen. Too bad.
Too bad.
Too bad. You should have played a Super Nintendo. Anyways, thanks, Sarah. Let's jump on over to...
Wait,
no. Is there more?
Yeah, there's more. We got Philip here.
Hey, Philly.
Philip Watson Dean.
Philly, baby.
He says, Mario Kart Mobile, ? It's happening. Yes. Period.
No, I think... Oh, is that what he said?
No.
Yes, it's happening. I'm excited for it.
Yeah,
I want to see how it works. I want to see how I think they mentioned a little bit about it, didn't they? Or I'm gonna see if they talked anything about how the game is actually gonna play real quick.
Yeah, look that up, because honestly, I haven't heard anything else about it since it was announced.
Yeah. I don't think they've actually talked about what's gonna happen. But it's not coming till this summer. But when it does come, I think this one will do better than like Animal Crossing, did.
Definitely. It's more entertaining, and I think it'll be one of those things that people will bust out randomly and be like, "Hey, you want to play Mario Kart?" You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I wish it wasn't free to play. I wish you could just pay
I'm glad it's free to play because I want to play it for free.
No, because think about it. What they're going to end up doing is like, oh, you ran out of gas. Well, you have to wait like an hour or two before you can do this again.
I doubt it.
No,
I think
dude.
it's going to have enough legs to stand on its own with just like cosmetic purchases and stuff like that.
No, because they did the same thing in the Animal Crossing game. You still had to you could run out of shit to do and you'd have to wait like a day before you could do shit. They're not going to just let you play the fucking game for free. They're going to be like tempting you the whole time. If you pay $4, you'll never run out of gas.
Maybe it'll be like Super Mario Run, where it'll give you like the first few levels for free, and you'll have to like buy the rest of the levels.
Which is what I'm saying. I hope there's a version of the game where you just pay $10 and you get everything. You don't.
Or maybe it'll just be like ads and microtransactions. You know what I mean? You never know.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna give you this bet right now. It's gonna be like what I just said. It's gonna be something stupid like that, or it's gonna be like, oh, your tires are in the shop. You got to come back in 4 hours and you can do one more race.
I mean, I don't doubt that. But at the same time, I kind of doubt that. Like, I don't think that that's going to be how they do it. It's going to be some kind of monetization, for sure. Mm-hmm. But it's not going to be... I don't think it'll be like that.
Be like...
Because they want you to play... I think it'll be... multiplayer will be a big focal point, And I don't think you can do a multiplayer game like that. You know what I mean? I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see.
How's the steering going to work? That's another thing, because
oh man, I think it's gonna be optional with like the virtual thumbstick or like the turning your phone.
Yeah, because I mean, like, think about like Mario Kart, like doing drifting. Drifting is like a main mechanic.
You're gonna have to like tap on your phone to jump and stuff.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, you got it right there.
Yeah,
I was like thinking, this is impossible. Like, just tap the screen. Oh fuck, you're right. No, but yeah, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I am too. I think that's going to be excellent. Anyways, that's it. That's all the listeners out there.
Question. Quit using us, guys.
Quit using us. No, I'm just kidding. You can use us all you like.
Use us as you will. Thank you for the questions, guys. We're going to jump into the past with This Week in Gaming History.
Ah, yes. This week, gaming history. So this week in gaming history, guys, on April 4th in the year of 2000 on the Dreamcast.
Okay, what kind of game?
It's a racing game.
Racing game on the Dreamcast in 2000. 2000.
It's also on PC. I had the PC version at my house. You might have played it.
Is
there.
it a kart racer or is it like a racer?
It's like a racer. It's a. If I told you anything else, it would ruin. It would spoil it. You'd know.
It's like cruising or something.
It's not like cruising. It's not a traditional car you're riding in.
Oh, is it Wave Racer?
No.
No.
Can I just tell you?
Yeah, just tell me.
It was Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, where you're pod racing.
How did you have this on PC?
I don't know. I just had it on my mom had it on a laptop.
I didn't know that game came out on PC. It's a pod racer?
Yeah,
like,
dude, pod racing.
Fucking crazy.
That was that shit, dude.
I
That was a good game, man. I was always playing that, man.
I had that on N64.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it came out on both.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, March 30th, the very next year, on N64. Can you guess what Star Wars game came out then?
On March 31st?
On the 30th.
March 30th the next year. So 2001?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's late into the cycle. Was it Dark Forces? No. That's super late. The fuck could it be? Star Wars. Was it Rogue Squadron?
Nope.
No, Rogue Squadron.
It was a spaceship game, though, I think.
What was it?
It was the Battle for Naboo.
Oh, I never fucking played Battle for Naboo.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah, that's.
But I remember seeing clips from it and like seeing the Naboo fighters flying around. And I'm like, oh, that's tight.
See,
I always liked the design for the Naboo. Everything about Naboo was cool to me in Star Wars.
It was
You know what I mean?
very Phantom Menace-y.
Yeah.
Like, and that was like the year after Phantom Menace came out, and like Star Wars had just started up
Dude,
again,
yeah.
since the 80s. So that was a big deal. But the GameCube was already out, it was either just out or it was just about to come out. So I didn't give a fuck what was coming out other than Conquer.
I was about to say, I think that's right around when they put Conquer at too.
Mm-hmm. But that's the exception.
But yeah, so that's this week in gaming history, guys.
Sweet. Now we're back in the present where we're ending the show.
Sad day.
Remember, you've been listening to GameSpeak Podcast courtesy of CreateForSanity.com. The show posts for free every Wednesday on all podcast directories. Be sure to submit any questions you want read on the show to the GameSpeak Podcast Facebook group. Check out our video content on YouTube if you're not already watching it there. Subscribe to us. Leave us a like. And all you have to do to find us on there is search for Create for Sanity. It's all one word. And if you want to stay up to date with your boys, you can find me on Twitter at the handle AlJafferJamel and Brent at Brent Has One. That's the number 1. And check out the GameSpeak Podcast Instagram. Until next time.